डॉक्टर साहब को पता भी है कि ठीक हुआ जो है वो सेंसिटिव है, इसके मामले में फिर भी डॉक्टर साहब प्रयास नहीं करते। हाँ वही कर रहा हूँ।
My ear buddy.
We should have headsets. वैसे headsets PSL में नहीं पहने होते। मैं देख रहा था ना उनको कट करती है ना स्क्रीन। How do they know?
उनको तो पता चल रहा होता ना ब्रो, उनको पता चलने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। साथ इतनी बड़ी टीम होती, लोग सुन रहे होते।
मैंने कर दिया तुमको कर दिया।
मेरी तस्वीर उठा के लगा दी मेट्रो टैक्स स्पोर्ट्स स्टेशन लेके। ये मैंने कल रात को बनाई अपने हाथ से तस्वीर। कैसे जाहिल हो गए। वो कह रहे मैच से 10 मिनट पहले शुरू हो जाएगा, वो बता दें। ये आ रहे हैं यहाँ
यार कार्तोशका में भी क्लेसिस्ट होते हैं, भेज दे लिंक उनको बता दो। सूरज सूरज नहीं निकला।
से ज़्यादा बंदे नहीं है देख।
ट्रांसमिशन तो बहुत बेहतर है।
हाँ हाँ
दोनों पोपो के हैं बाय द वे।
हाँ हाँ
अदील यूनुस एंड सद्दाम।
we'll be live in 10 minutes before the match. Okay.
You told me already. Internet is shite.
ये भी नहीं चलना. ये मैं तला से लेके आया था.
जीमर लगे होंगे जीमर.
हाँ.
सोचो हम जीमर जीमर बोल रहे हो और लाइव ट्रांजिशन पे आ जाए. How do we know it's on?
I don't know.
पूछो जाके.
पूछ.
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी
बटन दबाना है.
आकाश मैं आपको मोकला सर इधर
ये देखिए ना इसके ऊपर ये है. ओ feasible ही नहीं है.
At least we've got a bigger screen.
At least we've got a good team sheet. Last time we didn't have a good team sheet. रेफरी का नाम नहीं बोलेंगे. दिया हुआ.
Rustam
Lutfulin.
from Uzbekistan.
ये पता कैसे चलेगा कि ऑन है कि ऑफ है कैसे?
ये नीचे क्यों होता है ये वाला है ये नीचे कौन है आप बोल दे
नहीं तो वो
नीचे.
नीचे कर
हेलो हेलो.
देखिए नीचे कौन होता है आपका ऑन ही है अच्छा ज्यादा ऑन नहीं करना.
Hello.
अच्छा पहले सुना दे
Hello.
हेलो टेस्टिंग. आप बंद ही कर दें वॉल्यूम. हमें पता ना चल रहे हैं.
मेरी आने देना.
हाँ
Hello. Hello. ठीक है.
सही है.
ये बंद कर दे तो फीडबैक बनेगा डबल आवाज है.
हाँ नहीं बंद.
हाँ बंद ही कर दें. वही मैं कह
बस
रहा हूँ.
आपको पता होना चाहिए आ रही है हमारी आवाज या नहीं.
हां ये भाग गया
सही है. ओके 5 minutes to go. आई होप टीवी के ऊपर कुछ ऐसी चीज आ जाए कि मैं पता चल जाए. नीचे कर दो उसको.
आपका कार्ड छुप रहा है.
What?
Fair है.
मैं चावल की एलसीडी भी आ गई. चलो काम आ गई.
Thank you.
हाँ दौड़ेगी.
कुछ टाइट भी आ रही है.
थोड़े बाल इधर उधर हुए हैं.
Waleed ki tippe, do not run through the content so quickly like you did the last time. ठीक है.
चलेगी.
वो बताएंगे हमें जब लाइव होंगे. हमें उससे पहले कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. जब हम लाइव होंगे तब हम लाइव होंगे. नहीं एंड जब गोल्स होंगे ना, जिस तरह आरसीबी बोला था लास्ट टाइम, हम दोनों बोलने लगे थे आई स्टे कॉल यू
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this live telecast of the FIFA World Cup qualifier game played between Pakistan and Jordan. And this is the third game for each of these teams. I'm Behram Qazi, who will be assuming commentary duties today from the Jinnah Stadium, Islamabad. And on this rather gloomy day with a bit of drizzle, I've got with me Saad Nasir.
Hello there, Behram. What a lovely day for football out here. Pakistan facing Jordan in the all-important clash for both sides.
Oh yeah, it's very, very important for both teams because they've both incurred losses versus Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan actually were on the bad end of a hammering versus Tajikistan. The last time they played at Jinnah Stadium, they lost 6-1, whereas Jordan, they drew versus Tajikistan courtesy of a 93rd minute equalizer, courtesy of their false nine striker, Yazan Al-Nemat.
Yeah, that was a crucial game for Jordan at that moment in time, and for Yazan Al-Nemat to score and bring them home a point was a huge deal at that point. They got a point against Tajikistan, who they defeated in the AFC Asian Cup quarterfinals as well. So they have a number over them. But here they are. The teams are coming outside, and I believe it's time for the national anthems.
Yes, so it seems we've got some banners out there as well from FIFA, and it says football unites the world, and that is very true. It is a global game, and I suppose Pakistan fans and supporters can feel extremely lucky that they're part of these sort of events for the very first time, because Pakistan had never qualified for the World Cup qualifiers prior to this campaign.
Yeah, this is the first time in history they've qualified for round 2 of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And what a game that was against Cambodia right here in Jinnah Stadium back in October. After that, they've played 2 games here at this stadium. And it's been a wonderful occasion for the football fans in the country who hadn't seen their team for a long, long time.
Yeah, that victory versus Cambodia was probably, the highest point or the zenith of Pakistan football, you could say, because they've literally entered uncharted territory. All of this success that they've had is unprecedented. Like I said earlier, they've never reached the qualifiers. And, they've got a 76-year history being a country. So, better late than never. And Jordan is going to be stern competition because, like you mentioned earlier, they recently, were runners-up in the AFC Asian Cup. Defeated Tajikistan, in fact, 1-0 in the quarters. And then South Korea in the semi, 2-0, a team which boasts the likes of Heung-min Son from Tottenham in the Premier League.
From Tottenham, Kim Min-jae from Bayern Munich. So that was a strong side, and that was probably one of their biggest victories in their history. So defeating South Korea and reaching the final of the AFC Asian Cup is a huge deal in Asia, especially which boasts the likes of Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Iran, Australia. So they're powerhouses of football. And Jordan reaching that final was a huge deal in itself.
Yeah, unluckily though, they fell short versus Iraq in the final, but a splendid campaign nonetheless. And on the flip side, if you look at Pakistan, they're obviously, not as seasoned a team as Jordan is, and they've never even played the AFC Asian Cup, for context. So they're clearly the underdogs today, even though they're playing at home.
Yeah, I think it's time for the national anthems now, and we'll see you, or you can hear us after the national anthems now.
And that was the anthems, both teams, and the Pakistan supporters, of course, rising for theirs. There's some handshakes going on between the players and the officials. And yeah, we're up for an exciting fixture today, Saad.
Yeah, it looks to be a belter of a game. All right, so the teams are getting ready. We're just moments away from the kickoff. And Pakistan is lining up on the left-hand side of the field.
Yeah, I believe we're going to have some team pictures now for both teams separately. That's ongoing. And officiating the game is going to be referee Rustam Lutfullin from Uzbekistan. And his assistant referees are going to be Sanjar Sayushov from Uzbekistan and Alisher Usmanov from Uzbekistan as well, with the fourth official being Wiwat Jumpaun from Thailand. There we have the names as well.
There's the Pakistan team getting their pictures taken.
Isa Suleiman, Pakistan skipper, is back for this game.
He's back. He missed the last two games, the last two important games against Tajikistan and Saudi Arabia due to injury. He's back. He's been the rock for Pakistan. He was there when Pakistan defeated Cambodia. They kept 2 clean sheets in the 2 legs back to back. And Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal, which is Pakistan's regular centre-back opening partnership, that's going to be on the field today once again.
And that is absolutely essential towards Pakistan's cause because they are a bit of a defensive team, aren't they, Saad? They'll be looking to not concede. That'll be the prerogative.
Yeah, let's have a look at the starting 11 first. Here's Pakistan's Yusuf Ijaz Butt in goal, Rao Umar Hayat. Then there's Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal. While left back is going to be Mohammad Saddam. There's Alamgir Ghazi and Rahis Nabi, Shaikh Dost, Abdul Samad Arshad, Faridullah, and Adil Yunus. As we were talking about Pakistan's approach to this game, I feel Stephen Constantine, the head coach of Pakistan, put it perfectly in the press conference yesterday. He said that we're going to park the double-decker bus.
And here is Jordan starting 11. Yazid Moin Hassan Abu Layla in goal. Bara Sami Musa is there as centre-back alongside Salim Al-Ajalin and Yazan Al-Arab. And the wing-backs will be Mahmoud Al-Mardi on the left side and Captain Ehsan Habab on the right. Centre mid are Noor Al-Rawabde and Nizar Al-Rajdan alongside Ali Ulwan, Musa Al-Tamari and Yazan Al-Namath as the striking force.
Yeah, we're just moments away from kickoff. I was telling you about Stephen Constantine's approach. So this is going to be a 1-minute silence now, Behram, for Farhan Khan, the under-19 player who sadly passed away a few weeks ago due to an accident. So 1-minute silence for him.
Very tragic indeed. And that'll be the end of the 1-minute silence. Thoughts and prayers with the family of Farhan, the young under-19 star who tragically passed away. And we are seconds away from the kickoff now, Saad.
Yeah, we're seconds away from the kickoff. The players are getting ready. The referees are getting into the position. Here you can see the Jordan team in the huddle. Jordan team, they are going to be a formidable force for Pakistan to tackle tonight.
Well, I mean, the last time when Pakistan squared up against Tajikistan, they got absolutely, hammered via the wings. So on both flanks, particularly the left-hand side, that's where Tajikistan really attacked Pakistan from. So that's something to look out for, I suppose.
Yeah, so at the right-hand side, Rao Hayat is coming back for suspension. He wasn't available in the last game. He is Pakistan's regular right back. And here we go, we're live.
All right then, so Jordan versus Pakistan at the Jinnah Stadium, Islamabad. A bit of light drizzle prior to the game and a cloudy overcast afternoon. And we are underway, Saad.
Yeah, here's Yazan Al-Arab on the ball. He plays it to Salim Al-Ajalin. They're passing it back in their defense, looking for opportunities to create and get through the Pakistan defensive unit.
Yeah, this is with Bara Mari now, who plays it aerially, tries to look for the striker, but that's defended well by Pakistan. They've kind of given it away over here, and that was a very, very dodgy tackle over there, which will result in a free kick in a very, very welcoming position for Jordan.
35 seconds in, Jordan has got an opportunity to hit it right at the goal from this free kick opportunity, right at the right outside the penalty box. Alamgir Ghazi with a rash tackle to say.
And I mean, I reckon the likes of Leo Messi would really relish that position to score from. And they do have the Jordanian Messi in their team, Musa Altamari. He's the superstar in this particular fixture. Applies his trade at Montpellier in Ligue 1 in France, which I think is pretty much, the biggest billing superstar that has played in Pakistan thus far.
Thus far, yeah, for sure. He plays in, as you stated, Montpellier in France. He's one of the top goal scorers for Jordan. He was sensational in the AFC Asian Cup. And here he is.
And he's scored!
1 minute 30 seconds.
What a goal! Musa Altamari, he's done it. Slotted in perfectly over there. And no worries at all for him.
1.5 minutes in. Musa Altamari right into the top corner. 1-0 to Jordan. And it looks like it's going to be a long evening for Pakistan yet again.
Yes, I mean, that is as bad a start as Pakistan could have hoped for. And Jordan have basically come here and proven their credentials straight away and have basically informed Pakistan that, yes, we are the Asian Cup finalists and we're here to win all 3 points. Won't be taking anything less.
They won't be and they shouldn't be because they're in the fight for the top 2 spots to get into the round 3. Saudi Arabia, who already have accumulated a lot of points. Then there's Tajikistan and Jordan, who are in fight for the 2nd spot. And this is a good opportunity for Jordan to get their goals on the goal sheet and get the 3 points here.
Yes, and I mean, could not have asked for a better start. Pakistan have been a bit, they've got their feathers unruffled early on and 1-0 straight away. Not an ideal start, but hey, they've got some home crowd over here cheering them on. And if they can somehow, get a goal off a counter, maybe that's their best bet, Saad.
That has to be the best bet because, as I stated earlier, Stephen Constantine was saying that we're going to park the double-decker bus in front of the goal because Jordan, they're just too good with it, aggressive pressing. So Pakistan needs to count on any mistake that Jordan makes while pressing and hit them on the counterattack. That's going to be their best bet in this match.
Yeah, so far it's been all Jordan. They've been all over Pakistan and Pakistan have barely seen any of the ball. Again, goes back to Yazan Al-Arab and, the center mids over here are really making life difficult for Pakistan. They've actually found a winger on the field.
Right on the right flank and it's going to be
nearly.
a miss.
Nearly scored again over there. Pakistan, they're completely rattled right now, you'd have to say. The defensive, force is looking quite weak.
They have been rattled by this constant attack from the wings by Ehsan Haddad.
Yeah, that's the captain, by the way, Jordan's captain, Ehsan Haddad, who does apply his trade in Jordan. He plays for Al Faisali, a club in Jordan. And, it's quite, a challenging sort of team to compete against for Pakistan because it's definitely a level above Tajikistan, I'd say. And they lost 6-1 to Tajikistan. There's Ehsan Haddad again with the ball.
This time it's well defended by Isa Suleiman Rao. Marhyat clears and here's Adil Yunus on the counter attack.
That might be a good opportunity for Pakistan to seize, but the defenders do really, really well over there for Jordan. Back to Yazid Abu Layla, who passes it to Yazan Al-Arab. And now it's been played to Salim Al-Ajalin. Back to Yazan Al-Arab, and the defenders kind of all 3 of them, in fact. Bara Mari now play it amongst each other. Bara Mari has gone for another aerial ball. He's done that twice now,
He's done that twice, exploiting the left-hand spot of Pakistan. Here's Shaikh Dos, who's going to play it long this time, and Adil Yunus is on the run. But it's an easy claim for Yazid Abu Layla.
Good attempt, though, I would say, from Pakistan. And I feel like aerial balls is
the
what...
the way to go for Pakistan.
And
at
is
this
what
moment.
we're going to be seeing from them a lot, because you mentioned earlier that Stefan Constantine, he said that they'll be parking a double-decker bus in front of Jordan. Well, there's been some leakage already.
There's been some leakage. As you can say, Pakistan is playing with a pretty high line. If he wants to put on a double-decker bus, as he stated, they're playing with a pretty high line, as we can see. Abdullah Iqbal is the furthest of the lot, and here comes Ehsan al-Haddad once again.
So
And it's a corner for Jordan.
I expect both Ehsan Haddad and Mahmood Al-Mardi, both the wing-backs, to kind of bombard Pakistan from both flanks. And that's something that Pakistan's defenders really will have to keep an eye out for, because that is exactly where Tajikistan kind of had the upper hand versus Pakistan.
Yeah, on that day, if I remember correctly, Umar Bayev ran the show for Tajikistan, and he was feeding off the wingers. They exploited Junaid Shah, who was on the left-hand side, and they exploited the right wing back as well.
In an attacking position once again, Jordan, but it's defended well by Pakistan. And yeah, just a bit scrappy, but they've managed to clear that, Pakistan. So good work over there.
That's a clearance. That's Alamgir Ghazi. Pakistan gets one free kick to their name.
It's pretty much the first event for Pakistan in this game. They've won this free kick, and maybe, they can set themselves up with a set piece over here. Do they have, apart from Abdullah Iqbal, who could be potential header takers in this team?
Isa Suleiman, he has a great goal scoring record. He used to play for under 19 England team. He scored in the Euro Championships, under 19 Euro Championships, and he's currently plying his trade in Azerbaijan with Sumkayet FC in the first year. He scored a couple of goals in the recent weeks, one through a header, one through a brilliant shot in the goal. So he's one of the goal threats that Pakistan possesses.
Yeah, so 5 goals and 2 assists for Isa Suleiman for Sumkayet in Azerbaijan. And you mentioned his time as an under-19 player for England. It was 2017. Hold that thought, though, because Jordan are in an attacking position over here, and that is a penalty.
That is given as a penalty to Jordan. Rao Marhayat with the tackle.
Very, very poor work by Pakistan. They're complaining a bit out there, the Pakistani defenders, but such is the norm in football. And Jordan have just been absolutely relentless, haven't given them any breathing space. So we're just trying to confirm over here whether or not it is a penalty, and it does definitely seem like it. Yep.
Yes, it is given as a penalty. Rao Marhayat on Ali Ulwan, if I'm not wrong. That was, was it Mahmood Al-Mardi who was...
Not sure who was tackled over there, but Ali Ulwan is definitely the one who's going to be taking this penalty. And he applies it straight for Al Khor in Qatar's second tier. And yeah, I mean, here he could definitely put Jordan ahead by 2-0 in no time. And he slots it in. Bottom left corner, Noor Al Rawabde. Actually, he has something to say as well. Lifts his shirt. And Yusuf Butt has been defeated in goal. Quite a composed take, and Yusuf Butt simply could not, react in time or even guess the side properly.
It was more of a problem of the side. He couldn't guess it probably. I wouldn't be here without you. Love you, Mom is the message shown by the number 9 Ali Ulwan.
It was Ali Ulwan, in fact. Apologies for the earlier error. And yeah, Jordan at 2-0 up already. Last time Pakistan played in the stadium, they lost 6-1. So they'll be hoping that it doesn't get worse this time around.
I mean, they should look to defend a bit better and get the two defense and midfield line a bit closer together, because this looks like it could be a long, long day for Pakistan out here.
Yeah, definitely. Just on Isa Suleiman, once again, we were talking about him before Jordan managed to score that goal. You mentioned his under-19 days. He was a regular in England's under-19 team. Even captained them in one game against the Faroe Islands. And here's a long throw by Pakistan.
As Alamgir Ghazi getting in there. Abdul Samad Arshad with a strike. That goes over the bar. Yeah, but some respite for Pakistan out here. They got a chance at the goal.
Just a bit of daylight between that shot by Samad and the crossbar. But at least it's an attempt. Albeit not on target, but Pakistan should take some confidence from that. So back on Isa Suleiman then. I hope I'll get to finish my story this time around, or we have another attack. But yeah, so basically back in 2017, he played the entire Euro Championship, under 19 Euro Championship for England. And England won that tournament, and he scored the first goal in the final via a header. So those are pretty strong credentials, as strong credentials as you could possibly hope for in this Pakistan team.
For sure, here's Jordan out with the ball at Yazan Al-Arab. He passes it to Salem Al-Ajalin, and who's looking for a through ball. Passes it back. Now, Jordan can do this all day long. They're one of the best aggressive pressers in the continent.
And here's a long ball by Noor Al-Rawabda, and he finds the winger, or well, wing back Ehsan Haddad. Jordan are playing the ball really comfortably over here, and oh, there's a slip. Ooh, interesting.
Salem Al-Ajalin with the ball. He passes it back to number 8, Noor Al-Rawabda. Here's Yazan Al-Arab, who plays it out to Bara Mare.
Bara Mare has played a few aerial balls already. Let's see if he tries that again.
He does exploit that left-hand spot
Neat
once
bit of work
again.
there to find Ehsan Haddad, and ooh, very nearly a third goal for Jordan. Boy, are they absolutely rampant today.
Pakistan looks like some places of Jordan. That's shown by the ranking. Pakistan is ranked 195. They're ranked 70th in the world now after their exploits in the AFC Asian Cup. But the gulf between the two sides looks much, much larger than that at this moment in time.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, if the first 10 odd minutes of this game have suggested anything, it's that Jordan are clear favorites in this game. And you can expect them to score a lot more goals if they continue this same kind of form. So, troubled periods in the game for Pakistan. Very, very troubling. Yusuf Butt over here takes a punt down the ground, a long ball, which is generally the way Pakistan attack. And again, they fail to find the striker. Oh! Well,
that was a close call.
Well clear delivery by Yazid Abu Layla in goal for Jordan.
Pakistan have a good position at the throw-in over here. So
Yeah, I mean, they might opt for another long throw once again. Maybe try to get or seek the head of Abdullah Iqbal or Isa Suleiman. Maybe that's their best bet right now.
set piece could be the way to go for Pakistan. Here's Faridullah who tries. Yazan Al-Arab clears. Here's Rais Nabi.
Takes a shot over there, Rais Nabi, but is denied. Pakistan still in attack though, which is promising. And well, once again, Jordan have they've eliminated the threat quite easily once again. Yazan Al-Arab once again plays the ball to Bara Mari, and the defenders have played the ball amongst each other very well for Jordan.
Yeah, that's been their template to go in this match for so far. They're playing it through the flanks, long ball through the flanks to exploit that gap between the right back and the centre back position, and they've been successful in doing that. Faridullah was calling for a foul over there, but that wasn't given by the ref.
And
He deemed it.
Noor Al-Rawabda is distributing the ball now.
Here's Musa Al-Tamari now.
He finds Musa Al-Tamari, who plays the ball to captain Ehsan Haddad. Once again, crosses it in. And
Abdul Samad Arshad with the clearance. Here's Rais Nabi with the ball now. And Alamgir Ghazi looks to be injured at the moment. He's fallen
lost
now.
the ball though, Rais Nabi, but luckily for him, that blemish doesn't cost Pakistan once more. Alamgir Ghazi is still on the ground. They haven't stopped play just yet.
Is that Alamgir Ghazi? Because I'm not sure. They've thrown it out of play. No, I can see Alamgir Ghazi is on the field. Someone else is injured down, Behram.
Yeah. We can't get
That's
quite
Mohammed
a good look.
that's Mohammed Saddam, if I'm not wrong.
Well, that's a bit of a worry.
No, Mohammed Saddam. That's Shaikh Dost. Shaikh Dost is down injured. Physios are in.
Shaikh Dost is also someone who missed the last couple of games.
Yeah, he missed the last game due to suspension against Tajikistan. He has some good news on his football front because he's playing for Abu Muslim FC in Afghanistan now. So at least he's getting some competitive fixture because, as you all know, Pakistan does not have a football league in the country. So the players have to ply their trade in other countries.
Yeah, that is extremely unfortunate. I mean, if I'm not wrong, Saad, out of all of the nations that are associated with FIFA, Pakistan is the only one with no league. I mean, even the Maldives have a league.
Yeah, every country in the world that is associated with FIFA has a league, except for Pakistan, which hasn't been able to hold a league for the past 3-4 years, which has hampered their progress, which has hampered the progress of the players. That there is no doubt about that.
And I mean, if you're not playing regular club football, your match fitness can possibly be at that level where you can compete, in a World Cup qualifier. But then again, the fact that Pakistan, against all these odds and, in the face of all this adversity, have made it thus far, that's definitely worth some praise. And now,
Adil Yunus with the ball on the right-hand side. He's done pretty well out there.
it's been defended supremely over here by Salim Al-Jalin. And now we have Noor Al-Rawabda, who is attacking Pakistan, makes some space over here and has now found Nizar Al-Rajdan.
Who plays it out on the right-hand side once again. Here's Ehsan Haddad.
And that's been the template for them as well, right? They've always gone to Ehsan Haddad to kind of,
Yeah.
cross it in from that right flank. Alamgir Ghazi.
Alamgir Ghazi with a brilliant turn and a wonderful ball out on the left-hand side to Faridullah, who's going to use all his skill in the world and pass it back to Alamgir Ghazi.
Oh, that's Rais Nabi, I believe.
That's Alamgir Ghazi.
Oh, right. My apologies. And now, back with Jordan.
Here's Yusuf Butt, who heads it out, playing his sweeper-keeper role.
Very
Plays it out to
important.
Raoul Hayat, who plays it out of play and a throw into Jordan.
Very important or crucial clearance over there by Yusuf Butt. And 16 minutes onwards, we do have Jordan completely dominated Pakistan in this fixture. They are 2-0 up. And with 74 more minutes to go, one can only hope that Pakistan can put on a show over here for the supporters who actually have now turned up in some decent numbers.
They have been here for the past few minutes. Now they're filling up the stands, and they're here to see Pakistan players play football, right? So at the end of the day, what they want is for the players to show fight.
Exactly. And a bit of an unnecessary foul over there by Pakistan. That'll give the ball once again to Jordan, who, give back possession to Pakistan quite quickly over there. So Yusuf Butt will have the ball again.
Yusuf Butt taking his time to take the goal kick. I think that's the plan from Pakistan now. Do as much damage control as you can.
Yusuf Butt will have to channel his inner Petr Cech over here if he is to play those long balls, and hopefully Pakistan's version of Didier Drogba can kind of slot it in.
That's the Chelsea fan in you, right?
Well, I mean, if they said they wanted to park a double-decker, that's
That's the perfect Jose Mourinho template, right?
absolutely.
Here's
And,
Mohammad Saddam on the left back spot.
They've lost the ball quite casually on a fair few occasions already. A very good sliding tackle over there by Alamgir Ghazi, but in fact it has been given a foul.
It has been given as a foul. He got a knock on his head too, Alamgir Ghazi, while tackling for that.
Yeah, he's rubbing that part of his head, the back of his head, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. Of course, head injuries should never be taken lightly, but he's on his feet, back on his feet, so looks good to go.
So Jordan here, who've completely dominated their first 18 minutes of the match, they lead by 2-0 and have another opportunity via a set piece from the halfway line. I think they're going to play it a bit casual and save their energy because Pakistan has to travel to Jordan in 4 days' time as well. So 26th March, the return leg of this tie will be played in Jordan.
Interesting. And I mean, we have to also consider the fact that a fair few of these players might be fasting since it's the month of Ramzan, and both of these countries are predominantly Muslim. So, there's every chance that these players are already kind of struggling under those circumstances.
Yeah, and that is one of the main reasons that we do not see a full house in Jinnah Stadium today. There are a lot of spectators here in a few stands, but as we remember, the last time the official attendance for Pakistan versus Tajikistan game was 23,000. We do not see that many spectators here, and it's the month of Ramzan, and the game is played in the day, so that might be the reason.
There are also no lights at this stadium, so they can't possibly host the game at night even if they wanted to, which is A bit unfortunate, you'd have to say.
It is a bit unfortunate, but there have been assurances by the relevant authorities that lights will be installed before the Saudi Arabia game in June. So here's Pakistan with the long ball.
That's Yusuf Butt once again trying to find one of Pakistan's strikers with that, long ball and kind of came outside the goal as well to get some more area covered. And once again, Pakistan have a throw-in on the left-hand side of the field. It's going to be a long throw. Let's see if, one of those Pakistan footballers can head it in.
There's Mohammad Saddam with the long throw. Shaikh Dost puts it on, flicks it on. Here's Yazid, who plays it on to Yazan Al-Namath. That was Yazan Al-Namath.
Yazan Al-Namath has been a regular goal scorer for Jordan alongside Musa Al-Tamari. And
That was brilliant from Adil Yunus. He plays it out to Abdul Samad Arshad, who plays it on to Adil Yunus, but that is well defended by Yazan Al-Arab, showing all of his experience and just putting it out of play. That's brilliant.
Yazan Al-Arab does ply his trade, is a centre-back for Muaidar in Malaysia, and he's a proper unit, isn't he? And he's, at the centre of that three-pronged centre-back pairing. And he's the one who is constantly distributing the ball to both of his, colleagues on both the left and right-hand side.
He's been playing it really smart. He plays it short to his fellow centre backs, then he gets it back, and then he plays a long diagonal ball out to.
Back with Yazan Al-Arab now, and this time he goes for a long ball. Looks for Ehsan Haddad on the right flank, but it's defended very successfully by Pakistan, headed away. Throw-in for Jordan. This time it comes to
Musa
Al-Tamari, and he is supposedly the Jordanian Messi. Musa Al-Tamari, as I mentioned earlier, does play for Montpellier in Ligue 1 in France. And for those of you who don't know, that's a team that won the French league all the way back when Olivier Giroud used to play for them. And currently they are, I believe, 13th or 14th in the league table.
Yeah, they're 14th in the table, and Montpellier, Olivier Giroud won them the title. After that, he got into the Arsenal team, and then he went on to Chelsea, had a glittering career with France as well. So that's the likes of team that Musa Al-Tamari is playing for these days.
Olivier Giroud won the World Cup with France, won the Champions League with Chelsea. Was there a Euro in there?
I don't think there was a Euro in there, but I believe there was a Europa in there as well.
Definitely. Yeah. I think that was with Chelsea as well,
yeah,
if I'm not wrong. All right. Played again by Jordan, but Pakistan get the ball on this occasion.
Shaikh Dost plays it long once again, unsuccessful in his attempt.
Faridullah tried to salvage that, but it's gone once again to Jordan.
Here's Musa Al-Tamari taking on Abdullah Iqbal, who defends it really well. He's one of the shining lights in this Pakistan team, Abdullah Iqbal. He's been ever present in this side over the past few games, and he has really led that line really well, that defense line.
I mean, in those two fixtures versus Cambodia, Pakistan did not concede a single goal, and you'd have to credit Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal for that. Pakistan, interestingly enough, in their last 17 fixtures, have only managed to score 3 goals. One came via Harun Hamid in those fixtures
against Cambodia, yeah.
And then there was a screamer by Rice Nabi the last time Pakistan played at the Jinnah Stadium versus Tajikistan. Top bins that. And Rao Mariyat was the third goal scorer, I believe. He scored once against Djibouti in the Four Nation tournament Pakistan played. So those are the 3 goal scorers in the previous 17 matches. And here's Ehsan Haddad, who puts it wide. Yeah, nearly over there. Jordan have just been so alert. Their presence of mind has been great in this fixture already. And even when Pakistan managed to earlier, intercept that ball successfully, they got it back right away and played it forward. And that's the kind of ruthless aggression that we've come to know Jordan from.
Yeah, Jordan have been renowned in this part of the world for their intense pressing. From what I've seen, from what I've analyzed, they're one of the most aggressive pressers in the continent. No one does it more aggressively than them, and that poses a threat for Pakistan, because these guys, they've been playing they haven't been playing regular football and that shows the level of gulf between the two sides.
And here they are bombarding their way forward again by Noor Al Rawabda, but it's cleared well over there by Rais Nabi. He's already clocked a lot of distance. I've seen that Rais Nabi is pretty much everywhere, defending the ball, trying to attack the ball. But as Saad was mentioning, Jordan's high press game comes courtesy of their centre mids, Nizar Al Rajdan and Noor Al Rawabda. They are the main perpetrators when it comes to pressing through the middle.
Yeah, they do exploit. Usually they do exploit through the middle, but looking at the opposition and the glaring weakness at the right hand spot and the left hand spot, they've changed their game style and they have been exploiting that.
Yeah, and I mean, I expected that from them because based on how Tajikistan, pounded Pakistan at this very ground not too long ago, attacking from the flank seemed to be the obvious approach. But they look like a multifaceted team. They don't look one-dimensional at all based on what we've seen thus far.
Yeah, you cannot be one-dimensional and then have success in tournament, right? So they reached the AFC Asian Cup final, as we discussed earlier. They defeated South Korea in the semi-final, who are one of the top teams in the country.
Continent.
Sorry, continent. So they have to be multifaceted. They have to have different strategies to get through the games. So you cannot win one game against South Korea the same way you win against, let's say, Tajikistan. So that's the good thing about that.
Yeah, and Baramari wins the free throw on this occasion. Pakistan actually have that free throw, and once again it's going to be Mohammad Saddam who's going to try a long throw over here in the hopes that he'll find some Pakistan player's head.
That's cleared once again by the Jordanian defense. Abdullah Iqbal putting in some fight right here. Baramari clears once again. And here's Isa Suleiman. Cool composed Isa Suleiman plays it on the left-hand side, left flank. And that's well taken by Shaikh Dost.
He was a graduate of the Aston Villa youth side, Isa Suleiman, and that is probably how he managed his way all the way to England's under-19 squad and then won a Euro with them. So you'd have to say he is probably the most experienced campaigner, or has had the most decorated career amongst all of these Pakistan players. They'll be relying on him big time.
Yeah, they will be, because he's one of the leaders at the back, right? So here's Mohammad Saddam with the throw-in yet again. Faridullah gets in there, but that's cleared once again by Jordan. And Pakistan win another throw-in. That's been the template for Pakistan in this match. Left-hand side, they've been exploiting that position that's been left by Ehsan Haddad when he goes forward. And Mohammad Saddam takes a long throw-in.
Yeah, Mohammad Saddam is generally, a centre-back most times. He's playing as a left back in this particular game, and his primary job in this game has been long throws.
His primary job has been long throws. A bit about Mohammad Saddam. He was with the under-19 squad for Pakistan that played in the SAF Championship. He made his senior debut in the last match.
And he currently plays for OOFC. Oh, that seems to be a bit of an injury out there. Someone is on the ground. We just can't get a proper look over here as to who it is.
That's Faridullah who's gone down. We couldn't get a proper look at what actually happened over there.
Yeah, it seems like he's suggesting that some Jordanian player maybe poked his eye, perhaps.
Perhaps.
He's having a conversation with Salim Al-Ajalin over here, and Salim is not having any of it.
Yeah, he's up and running once again, Faridullah. Who's been our striker for the past few games. He plays in Muslim Chaman FC in Pakistan.
Faridullah hails from Balochistan, which is quite a popular province for the sport in Pakistan. A number of players come from that area, and honestly, I feel like he's been decent. Not that there's much to write home about, but Faridullah has looked active out there.
The two strikers, Adil Yunus and Faridullah, have really put in the long yards.
Although I will say this, I am surprised to see Adil Yunus ahead of Imran Kayani.
Yeah, that was a surprising one as well, because Adil Yunus, another product of the under-19 team of Pakistan, he played in the final of the SAF Championships as well.
And here's a corner by Pakistan. It's slotted in, tries to find the header, but it does somehow land to was
Yazan Al-Nemat. Was it? Oh no, that was Musa Al-Tamari with the number 10.
Abdul Samad was, well, did not have much of a shot over there. Having some water, the Jordanian players, or actually they're just washing their faces. A bit of a break over here in between proceedings, and Stefan Constantine, he's having a word with his players, so it seems as well.
Yeah, there seems to be a water break because it's the middle of the day in March, right? So they've given a water break to the players.
Maybe Ramzan has something to do with this as well, because I'm guessing a fair few of these players might be fasting, and they need to recharge, I suppose.
Yeah.
Some of the Jordanian players are refueling as well. So yeah, it's been, you know, tough going if you're a Pakistan supporter, but Jordan would be very, very pleased with their performance thus far.
Yeah, they would be. They scored in the first few minutes via a brilliant free kick by Musa Al-Tamari. Then they scored again via penalty within 10 minutes. But slowly and surely, we've seen Pakistan grow in confidence as well. They've attacked the left-hand side of Jordan as well and have gotten close multiple times to the penalty box. But then again, Jordan have shown their experience that they've dealt it with relative ease.
Yeah, and Pakistan, of course, are missing the services of Otis Khan. They're going to be missing him a lot. He was formerly playing for Grimsby. I reckon he's had a transfer now.
He's gone on loan to Hartlepool United. He played one game over there, and after that, he suffered an injury. A calf injury is what I'm told. So he isn't available for these two games. Hopefully, we'll see him back in the green shirt in the future against Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and just on Imran Kiani, who isn't starting today, and Adil Yunus is starting ahead of him. Imran Kiani in his last fixture for White Hawk FC, which is in the 7th tier of English football, well, he scored a hat-trick. So, make it make sense, Saad. Why is he not on the field?
I mean, Stefan might have thought that Adil Yunus's pressing game is better than Imran Kiani's, because we've seen him run up and down the pitch. He's been impressive in that regard. So he might have felt that in this particular fixture, what he needs is to press at their defense, and Adil Yunus might be able to do that better instead of Imran Kiani. That's what I'm just guessing.
By Baramari, and
Yes.
he has found
Mahmoud Al-Mardi,
who has been dispossessed by Pakistan quite comfortably. But once again, they've given the ball away very, very casually.
That's been the template, right? They've put in some decent
There's
efforts.
Faridullah. He kind of sneaks that one away, very well intercepted.
And with an outside of his foot, what a brilliant ball that was by Faridullah. First, he held up the play, took on two players, and played a brilliant through ball to Adil Yunus. But that was Baramari with all of his experience dealing with that attack.
Yeah, I mean, quite comfortably dealt with towards the end by Jordan, but that was as close as Pakistan have gotten to scoring a goal over here. And
Yeah, here's Mahmoud Al-Mardi once again on the left-hand side now. He plays it in, and it goes right back to him.
Now, ball goes to
Musa
Musa
Al-Tamari.
Al-Tamari, to Rawabde in centre mid. And Nizar Al-Rajdan plays it to Ehsan Haddad once again, who has been, you know, one of the main attackers for...
Nizar goes for goal, but it's a long way off. And Pakistan get a goal kick. 33 minutes down, 2-0 down Pakistan.
It took a bit of a punt over there, Nizar Al-Rajdan. And, well, I suppose if you had 2 goals or 1 goal on top of this one, maybe that would have gone ahead of or over that one as well.
As we can see the beautiful Jinnah Stadium, you can see the stands filling up as well. And credit to all the fans that have showed up in this month of Ramadan during the day. And we hope to see more and more football being played in the country and more fans enjoying this beautiful sport. Here's Yusuf Butt, who takes another long goal kick, dealt finely by Nizar Al-Rajdan.
Yes, but this time it has found a Pakistani player. Adil Yunus seems a bit out of his depth over there up front. He's being manhandled by Yazan Al-Arab and both of his centre-back partners. This time Salim Al-Ajalin, and he plays the ball on to Nur Al-Rawabda.
Salim Al-Ajalin once again. Here's Nur
Here's
Al-Rawabda.
Nur Al-Rawabda. In fact, that
He's
was
going to
Adil Wahab.
pass it to Nizar Al-Rajdan. Taken cleanly by Rahis Nabi. and he plays it on to Abdul Samad Arshad. We can see Pakistan doing a bit better in the past few minutes. Still, there has been some problems with them retaining the ball, but we can see glimpses of them putting in their foot in and getting the ball back quickly.
I mean, the best bit of skill we've seen is probably by Faridullah when he played that inside-out through ball to Adil Yunus. But Pakistan have been dispossessed far too easily.
Far too
and sometimes they've just given away possession very casually.
That was a brilliant save by Yusuf Butt. What a header by Noor Al Rawabd, if I'm not wrong. No, that was Yazan Al Namath. And what a save.
Super save by Yusuf Butt. He had a very, very difficult outing versus Tajikistan, but does really well on this occasion. Used his feet over there to negate that attempt by Jordan, and Jordan have won a corner over here which will be taken by Musa Al-Tamari. So let's see if they can make the scoreline 3-0 as a result of this corner.
Musa Al-Tamari, Jordan's what is regarded as he's the best player in Jordan, and he takes the corner kick. And that is defended brilliantly by Faridullah. That comes back in. Here's Rao Merhayat who clears it as Jordan get a throw in.
Yeah, it's been, well, quite tough for Pakistan out there, but they're slowly gaining some sort of momentum. Of course, they'll have to retain the ball better. Getting dispossessed is one thing, but giving the ball away cheaply, like they have on a few occasions, that's not going to help them one bit.
They need to bring a little composure, and I feel Isa Suleiman has a big role to play over here and tell his boys to calm down a bit, because I know, we all know Jordan is pressing aggressively and they do not give Pakistan players time on the ball. But still, then again, if you can get a fraction of a moment, play it to your players, keep your composure, and you might not lose ball that cheaply, and that won't give an advantage to Jordan.
Yeah, maybe Faridullah, who was on the ground a bit earlier and might be going off for a bit to work with the physios. Hope he's all right there. The only way I feel Pakistan can kind of manufacture a goal over here is if he does something special in attack, because he's definitely looked good in glimpses out over there. Jordan with the throw, intercepted over there by Rais Nabi, who plays it forward to Adil Yunus. This time collects it cleanly, but yeah, he has won a foul, and not happy with that is Yazan Al-Arab. He does not for sure think that was a foul, but Adil Yunus has done well for Pakistan over here, and maybe they can make something out of this set piece.
Yeah, that has been Pakistan's best bet, the set pieces. We've seen Pakistan exploit that right-hand side of Jordan, Pakistan's left-hand side, and that has been their best bet. The moments they've got closer to goal has been through a set piece, and this provides another brilliant opportunity for them.
Yes, if Rais Nabi could get a good ball in over here, maybe find the head of one of Abdullah Iqbal or Isa Suleiman, that could prove to be fruitful for Pakistan. Lots of pressure on Rais Nabi. Did score a screamer last time he played at Jinnah Stadium, even though Pakistan lost 6-1 to Tajikistan. That was a special moment when he slotted that screamer in.
That was a brilliant screamer from his weaker foot, from his left foot. Here's Alamgir Ghazi who tries. That was a good effort by Alamgir Ghazi, who scored a worldie in the Under-23 SAF Championship. If I recollect, he scored a worldie. He scored one from behind the halfway line, and he has that ability. He has that ability in his locker to strike from distance.
Yeah, had a crack at that proper one, Alamgir Ghazi, and yeah, a little bit more of that for Pakistan would definitely be welcome. I believe that might have been their first shot on target, and at least they've got one of those finally. This time Jordan once again playing through their defenders. Yazan Al-Arab, he distributes the ball forward. Ooh, that's casually given away by him, but collected well by Jordan once again. Pakistan are doing better now. They've won possession over here, and Alamgir Ghazi over here plays a long ball, finds Abdul Samad over here on the right flank, and yeah, he is, He's
That
won
is-
Pakistan a free kick in a very important position over here. So good work by the green shirts.
There has been some, as I told you, Pakistan has been growing in confidence, and Alamgir Ghazi is one of the main players that has brought that confidence out. He retained the ball well. He played a brilliant through ball to Abdul Samad Arshad right here, and a brilliant piece of trickery by him, which drew a foul from Jordan. And Pakistan have won free kick in a promising position.
Yeah, nimble feet over there. I'd be keen to see who takes this free kick. Rais Nabi would probably be, the most obvious candidate. But maybe they have something else in mind over here. This could be a huge opportunity for Pakistan because this is a sort of free kick which, it's not too difficult to get a ball in there for someone to head it in. I don't think they're going to go direct.
They aren't going direct, and here's Abdul Samad Arshad, and he's done brilliantly here, but that is cleared by Nizar Al-Rajdan, and Pakistan get another throw in.
Yeah, lots of Jordanian shirts over there inside the D and close to goal. But they've won themselves another free kick over here, Pakistan. Maybe they can make something out of this attack. A throw in played to Abdul Samad.
That's well dealt by Raumar Hayat. That's what he needs to do. Here's Alamgir Ghazi played to Adil Yunus, who holds up the play, surrounded by four. Did you see that press by Jordan? Now here's Yazan Al-Lehman. That's given as a yellow card to Adil Yunus. That was a rash tackle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a desperate tackle as well. We saw a few attempted sliding tackles over there in quick succession, and did not get the ball at all, Adil Yunus, on that occasion. Just the Jordanian player. And I think yellow card makes sense.
Makes sense. That was well deserved for Adil Yunus because that was a bit of a rash tackle. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad that the player got seriously injured. That's what we're seeing right here, that the physios are here.
Yeah, and Rustam Lutfullin from Uzbekistan doing a fantastic job over there. Was very close to the action, had a really good, view of that tackle. Did not waste a second to pull out his yellow card.
He already had that yellow card in hand, I believe.
Yeah. Did he foresee it? Is he a psychic, Rustam Lutfullin?
Jordan get the free kick over here. As you can see on your screen, there's Faridullah guarding the ball so that Jordan do not take it quickly. These are the scenes right now in Jinnah Stadium, although we've said it before and we're going to say it again. It's the month of Ramzan, but still the people are showing up, and that's great signs for Pakistan football.
I think the crowd is quite decent now. At this point, I see a fair few of those stands filling in, and they just need something here from Pakistan to kind of bring out those cheers. Jordan with the ball once again. Salim Al-Ajalin plays it to Yazan Al-Arab, and he's been that main distributor from the back for Jordan, alongside his two centre-back colleagues. Let's see what he does on this occasion, Yazan.
He's going to play it to Salim Al-Ajalin. They're going to wait their time. Here's Nur Al-Rabde.
Nur Al-Rababda finds that pass and executes it cleanly to Nizar Al-Rajdan, who loses the ball.
That's done brilliantly by Pakistan.
Once again,
Given the ball again cheaply.
very, very poor, possession play over here from Pakistan. And if they want to be more direct and incisive, then maybe they should try to look for those flanks, right?
That has been their go-to game in this match, that they've exploited the flanks, and maybe they need to do that more constantly rather than playing it through the middle.
So I like what Alamgir Ghazi and Rais Nabi are doing in the middle, right?
Yes.
They're intercepting the ball really well, but Pakistan just can't get a move on from there on. They can't create a goal-scoring opportunity all too frequently after that interception. Forget the final third. They need to get to the final third before that, right?
They need to retain the ball first to get to the final third. They're doing the hard work brilliantly, the dirty work, as we say in football, after the first few minutes. And here's Jordan looking to exploit the center of the pitch, but collected easily by Yusuf Butt, and he's having some good time out there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no one likes to concede 2 goals up front, but there was that save by Yusuf Butt, and even though he conceded 6 goals versus Tajikistan in the second half, there were some good moments for him. He's a senior player for Pakistan over here, and yeah, I mean, he also plays in Denmark's 4th tier. Ishoj is his club, and a lot of these guys actually play in Denmark for Pakistan, right?
Yeah, most of the diaspora players that we have over here play in Denmark. While one diaspora player is missing who is not in the squad today, he was regarded highly. I think he suffered an injury, is what I'm being told. Mohammad Fazil, who was a regular left back, he was set to make his debut for Pakistan, but wasn't able to and is not in the match day squad.
He would have played ahead of Saddam, I believe, if he was available.
Yes.
Or maybe Stefan Constantine just preferred Saddam because Fazil has never played for Pakistan, but does play in Sweden's third tier for Nordic United. So there's some promise for Pakistan over there, and they've actually done well to hold possession in this particular attack.
Yeah,
Well, it isn't an attack yet, but hopefully they can make one out of it.
that is a great ball. Did Faridullah just use his arm right there? The referee lets it go. Yazid Abu Layla plays it out to Ehsan Haddad, their captain.
And plays it back to Baramari, who, well, plays it back to Yazan Al-Arab, who's been that, marshal for them in defense. He's orchestrated their entire play, and he's been very, very impressive tonight.
The majority of the Jordan team has been impressive. You see here, once again, they're looking for Ehsan Haddad to exploit that Mohammad Saddam area at the left back spot of Pakistan. So they've done that all day with ease. Here's Ehsan Haddad once again, puts in a cross, dealt safely by Isa Suleiman.
If you, discount the first 8 minutes or so, Pakistan have done decently thereon. I mean, we have approached the 45-minute mark. We are in stoppage time in the first half now, and the scoreline still reads 2-0.
Scoreline reached 2-0, and we've seen some glimpses of from Pakistan of going into attack. Alamgir Ghazi shot was one occasion. Here's Nizar Al-Rajdan.
Just slipped over there, Nizar Al-Rajdan. Otherwise, I think he found himself in a very, very good position over there to finish. And,
Baramari tried a shot. It went wide, and Pakistan will get another goal kick.
He tried to channel his inner Tony Rudiger over there, Baramari. And there we can see some Jordanian flags.
Yeah, we saw Jordan fans coming into the stands to watch this game, which is a brilliant sight for Pakistan football. As we all know, Pakistan football is on a revival mode, as we can say.
And look at that stand over there. So many fans have come out and are supporting the Shaheens. Yusuf Butt over here with another long ball. Maybe Pakistan can give them something to cheer about right at the stroke of half-time over here.
That will be a brilliant time to score, as we all know that either side of half-time, if you score that, that's a big confidence booster, but Pakistan isn't able to do that as the ball goes out of play.
Yeah, Rice Nabi over there found Abdul Samad, but he couldn't, keep the ball in, which has resulted in yet another throw-in for Jordan. And the ball is back with Yazan Al-Arab, which I feel like the ball, wherever it travels, ultimately it always lands with Yazan Al-Arab. That's been the template today.
Here's Ehsan Haddad. He looks for the gap in the defense, but that is well defended by Mohammad Saddam, who after the first few minutes, I believe, has grown into the game and has dealt with that Ehsan Haddad overlap on the on his left-hand side pretty well. And there's the halftime whistle, 2-0 Jordan. We'll see you after the halftime break. Pakistan grew into the game. Jordan were just brilliant.
Yes, Pakistan clearly not out of it just yet. There is room to get back into the game here, and if Pakistan can, maybe score an early goal in the second half, they could very well claw their way back into the game. Anyway, we'll be taking a break. This is half time, and we'll be joining you as soon as play resumes.
अभी देखना, हेलो 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 हेलो, ये किधर आवाज़ आना शुरू हो गई है। हेलो 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 हेलो। हेलो 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 ਇੱਥੇ हेलो एक आ रहा है एक हेलो 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 हैं दोनों से हेलो 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 उसदे विच ऑडियो डायरेक्ट इधर आ रही है ना।
नहीं ये नहीं आ रही आ रही है कर दमा
किधर जा रही है? टीवी पे जा रही है?
YouTube पे देख रहे होंगे।
इस पे एक चैनल पे आ रही है। मिक्सर ही गड़बड़ है।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this live transmission of a FIFA World Cup qualifier game played between Jordan and Pakistan at the Jinnah Stadium, Islamabad. It's been cloudy and overcast, and Jordan did score 2 early goals in this fixture, but Pakistan have regained some momentum, or did regain some momentum towards the end of that first half. They do have possession over here, and can we expect a goal or two from them, Saad?
That would be lovely for all the crowd that is here in Jinnah Stadium to witness the green shirts in action. A couple of goals, or maybe a single goal, and this could become a really tasty tie. But I still believe Jordan has been the superior side and have the all of the experience behind them of the AFC Asian Cup as well. So they're coming in with a good run, and as we've seen, they scored 2 early goals.
Yeah, throw in by Rao Mahayat over here. Finds Faridullah, but he has been dispossessed. Yazan Al-Arab once again immense in defense for Jordan. And they've won a free kick in their own defensive half. Nur Al-Rawab seems to have copped a blow over there, and he's complaining to the referee. And he's being booed by the crowd.
Crowd is in full force now in Jinnah Stadium as the second half commences. And he's being booed for possibly diving or play acting, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Isa Suleiman goes up there along with Abdul Samad to just check on Nur Al-Rawabda, and the referee has a word with him as well, along with Yazan Al-Arab and Salim Al-Jalin. Now, ball is with Jordanian goalkeeper Yazid Abdullah, who plays it back to Yazan Al-Arab, who distributes it towards Bara Mare.
As we can see on the pitch, I'm not sure who he's come in for, but Imran Kiani is on the pitch.
I would assume he must have replaced Adil Yunus over there.
No,
because I did see
no,
Faridullah.
no. Adil Yunus is there on the pitch as
Oh,
well.
yes, he is.
That is an interesting substitution that we were unaware of.
Imran Kiani is actually enjoying a rich vein of form. Just recently scored a hat-trick in his last competitive fixture, which was played for Whitehawk FC, which is his club in the 7th tier of English football. So could be a beneficial move.
Could be a beneficial move, but Imran Kiani seems to be playing off the left-hand side, and he has replaced Shaikh Dost, if I believe I'm not wrong.
Shaikh Dost did cop a bit of an injury early on in that half.
In that
Had
half,
some medical work done to him by the physios. Hope all is well on that front, but honestly, Imran Kiani does possess a lot of skills that, Pakistan could use some of those skills right now.
Yeah, but his main potent threat has been from the striker position. This time, if we see on the pitch, he's playing from the left-hand side. So that is a new position that he'll need to conquer and probably become good at for Pakistan tonight.
Yeah, it is an interesting substitution in that regard. Who would you have had replace Shaikh Dost with, if not Imran?
I mean, considering that we're 2-0 down.
Just a minute there now. Jordan in over here. Musa Al-Tamari was in a really solid position to score. Or actually, they're still in a very solid position to score. But Pakistan had defended this well. Should have gone for goal over there.
Musa Al-Tamari was caught in two minds, either to pass or to shoot, and it went neither way at the end. Faridullah with the foul now, and Jordan will get a free kick on the halfway line.
Once again, Jordan look resolute as ever and are looking to score more goals in this fixture. So they've started this half with, well, there's another attack. And this time it could have been a third goal, but well saved by Yusuf Butt once again with his feet and, avoided getting nutmegged. So good on him.
Jordan are still on the attack over here. They play it long, but it goes out of play. And a throw into Pakistan.
Not the best of attempts over there by Nur Al-Rawabda.
Yeah. So Behram, you were asking me who would have you replaced Shaikh Dost with, and considering that Pakistan are 2-0 down and they should go for it and challenge Jordan going forward, I would have brought in Pakistan's historic goal scorer Haroon Hamid, who scored in the match against Cambodia. But then again, Stephen Constantine, he knows it better than us what his team is in, what the players are in, how their fitness is. So we can't really comment on that. All we can do is thank Stephen Constantine for doing what he's doing for the country.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely trust Constantine to know more. But Haroon Hamid, perhaps we do get to see him play this game at some point. He was instrumental in Pakistan's victory versus Cambodia and drilled in the only goal amongst both two legs. And he's someone who applies his trade now at St. Albans in the 6th tier of English football. And he was a product of the Queen's Park Rangers Academy family.
Yeah, he was a product of QPR in England. And here you can see Faridullah down the right-hand side. And
he's been fouled, and Pakistan will win another free kick, and that'll be another set-piece opportunity as well. And, the best case scenario for Pakistan would be to, convert one of these set-piece opportunities into a goal.
That would be ideal because, as we've seen in the first half as well, Pakistan attacked on the left flank of their side and right hand of Jordan's side, and they did manage to get closer to the goal from that position, from the set pieces. This is another good chance for Pakistan to put the ball in.
Rice Nabi is taking that free kick for Pakistan.
Put the ball in and test the keeper at least. We've had one shot on target from Pakistan, I believe.
This was a cracker by Alamgir Ghazi, deep from the field. So not a particularly challenging save for Yazid Abu Layla in goal, who has been more or less untested today.
Here's Adil Yunus, who's going to take on the defenders. Essence, Haddad.
Slips over there as well. Had a good opportunity to make something out of that, but Adil Yunus falls short. And Ehsan Haddad really showed all of his experience. And, leading from the front is Jordan's captain.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to talk about Adil Yunus is this guy has an engine on him. You can see him running up and down on the field. He has been loose on a few occasions while going forward. He's slipped a bit as well, but his work rate has been immense.
Yeah, much like Saddam, who's also been a big feature for Pakistan in this game, taking those long throws and negating or trying to negate Ehsan Haddad. Both of those players, Saddam and Adil Yunus, they play for Popo FC in Pakistan. So you've got two Popo players out over there on the field right now.
Yeah, both under 19 stars for Pakistan as well, and both play for Popo FC. They've done pretty well for such young players playing such an important game. So this game has been all been for for their exposure at the international arena.
And here's an attack for Pakistan. They're looking good over here. The ball has been played into Faridullah, who does control it. Goes for a backflip and, well, takes a punt over there, Alamgir Ghazi, but it's well over goal. Very, very, good, attempts by Pakistan over there. Some very good momentum maintained from the end of this first half.
Yeah,
and, another day this could have gone in.
Yeah, another day this could have gone in. That was a brilliant flick back by Faridullah. As you can see, Imran Kiani with the cross in. Here's Ehsan Haddad with the cross in now. Well defended once again by Pakistan.
That wasn't the easiest opportunities for Alamgir Ghazi on the volley, but he does seem to have a good strike on him.
He does. He was brilliant in the under-23 side. Here's Jordan once again. It's gone out of play, or was that offside? That's given as offside. So
Ehsan Haddad was beyond the
last
line
defender.
over there, yeah, and good work by the linesman, and good offside trap by Pakistan, I suppose.
Yeah, the thing we noticed in the first half was Pakistan was playing with a very high line, which is unusual for them. They sit very deep usually, but these are good signs for Pakistan football going forward. Not particularly in this match, but going forward. That yes, we need to play an expansive style of football in the future maybe, but keeping a high line is one of those things that you are up for a challenge. You're not only here to defend, you're here to take on the attack to the opposition as well.
Not quite parking a double-decker, but I will say this, that compared to their game versus Tajikistan, Pakistan have looked a lot more fluid in attack in this game, and that is definitely something which is promising. And in the last 17 fixtures that they've played, they've only scored 3 goals, and they only made it to the World Cup qualifiers because they kept 2 clean sheets versus Cambodia, and Harun Hamid scored that solitary goal. So goals are not frequent for Pakistan, but this game, there have been a fair few opportunities where you felt that maybe they could have made something more out of it.
That has been an issue for Pakistan for quite a while going forward. What I would like to see is get the defensive stability back that we saw during the Cambodia games with Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal at the back. We've seen that missing in the previous 2 games when Pakistan faced Saudi Arabia. They conceded 4 goals, although Abdullah Iqbal was immense on that day.
Here Jordan in attack, and very, very supremely defended on that occasion by Mohammad Saddam. And
who's grown into the game. If you see Pakistan, he conceded the free kick, if I believe, that went into the goal in the first few minutes. And after that, Jordan did attack him on the left-hand side with Ehsan Haddad overlapping him. But he's grown into the game and he's defended pretty well ever since then.
Yeah, 2 defensive errors cost Pakistan early on. One by Rao Mahayat, which resulted in a penalty in that free kick. Apart from that, it hasn't been all that bad from Pakistan's defense.
They've been pretty solid. The only issue has been that they haven't been able to retain as much ball as they would have liked, but still defensively they've been solid, and I would like to give credit to Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal for that as well. They've marshaled their troops, the back 4 line, expertly up until now, and they've grown into the game. Pakistan, they've grown with confidence, and they believe they can take something out of this game.
Mahmoud Al-Mardi with a corner over here for Jordan, and
they win another corner.
Yeah, so good work over there by Pakistan's defensive line. I think you make a solid point about both those centre-backs marshalling their troops better, but compared to the game versus Tajikistan, where they got, well, absolutely murdered on the flanks, I believe even though Jordan have that formation of 3-4-2-1, So they also are a heavily attacking side, particularly from that right-hand side where Ehsan Haddad comes up from the wing. So they've not been that bad, countering that strategy. Another corner over here for Jordan, and it's a bit too wide over there, and Pakistan will be able to avert that threat.
57 minutes are up and Pakistan are 2-0 behind. Here's Imran Kiani, who replaced Shaikh Dost at half-time. And that is another throw-in for Jordan. Musa Al-Tamari, he's going to take it himself. Passes it to number 21, who is Nizar Al-Rajdan. Here's Noor Al-Rawabde, the center of the park pairing.
Yeah, back to Yazan Al-Arab, who plays the ball to Salim Al-Ajalin. He finds, that's Ali Ulwan, I believe, with the ball. Or actually, that might be someone else.
That was Yazan Al-Namath.
Yes, Yazan Al-Namath.
Yazan Al-Namath has a silky smooth touch, if I must say.
He's also been imperative to Jordan's cause recently. He's been one of their main goal scorers. Plays a false nine position in this team. And
plies his trade in Qatar with Al Ahly, who's been one of the major clubs in this part of the world.
I reckon Javi was managing Al Ahly
at one point in time. Yeah, that was a brilliant tackle by Jordan, stopping that counter-attack for Pakistan. And here they go. Here is Mahmoud Al-Mardi.
Doing really, really well on that occasion. And now back with Noor Al-Rawabda, who plays the ball in to
Nizar
Al-Rajdan. Mahmoud Al-Mardi that's Ehsan Haddad actually in a goal scoring position, plays across but is defended well by Pakistan and cleared away with ease. Well, it's fallen back to Jordan, who have gotten a bit relentless over here. Musa Al-Tamari on this occasion. And that's Yazan Al-Namath.
Pakistan with some solid defensive work. And here's Faridullah.
Faridullah on the counter, has some space over here. Can he make the most
Oh,
of
he
the
slips.
opportunity? He has slipped. In an ode to Steven Gerrard, Faridullah has
He
slipped,
shots
and
and
now
that goes over the bar. That slip cost him. That slip cost him. He was in a good position and he might have found Adil Yunus right there, but that slip really did cost him.
Apologies to Liverpool fans for triggering them with that bit of, unwanted memory, you'd have to say.
There's another long ball and Yusuf Butt will gather that with ease.
Yeah, Yusuf Butt, let's see if he goes for the same strategy over here by playing the ball long. I believe that is what he does want to do. Some pressure over there by Yazan Al-Namath. And I don't know why he's not getting on with the game. Yes, because Pakistan need to score some goals. It is indeed yet another long ball. And this time, Yazan Al-Arab does really well to kind of, avert any sort of danger over there.
Rais Nabi spreads out the play on the right flank to Abdul Samad Arshad. Here's Raumer Hayat, who tries to play a 1-2, but couldn't pull that off. Here's Mahmoud Al-Mardi with the ball, who plays it to Salim Al-Ajalin. Now, I feel Jordan is going to play this game to their tempo. They're going to put Pakistan under pressure and then hit them from the flanks. That's been the template.
They've predominantly, attacked Pakistan from the right-hand side, the right flank, via their captain Ehsan Haddad, who once again is in a very, very good position over here. The pitch seems to be acting up over here. Some players are slipping.
Some players are slipping. This might be due to the rain that we witnessed over the past few minutes. It's still drizzling in the stadium, but the pitch is acting up, which could be a cause of concern for the players.
Yeah, and just a light bit of drizzle, but hopefully it's not much of a nuisance. Faridullah with a great interception over here, makes some room for himself. Is not given enough room though to have a crack at it. And this time it's Nizar Al-Rajdan with the ball, who goes bombarding forward, finds Noor Al-Rawabde, who plays it forward to Ehsan Haddad once again.
Yeah.
This is Al-Rajdan in the D and defended decently by Pakistan. So, yes, guess they've predominantly attacked via the right flank, and Ihsan Haddad, the captain, has been their main man with respect to, crossing it in. But in this second half, we've seen them attack from the left as well and sometimes from the center, and we've seen Mahmood Al-Mardi come into play.
So there's a substitution for Pakistan. Abdul Samad Arshad has gone out, while
Yeah, we'll just let you know shortly who
Haroon Hamid has joined number 18.
So Haroon Hamid, as we mentioned earlier, was the sole goal scorer versus Cambodia across both legs. That is the reason Pakistan have actually qualified for the qualifiers. He was someone who came through via the QPR Academy in England and currently plays at St. Albans in the 6th tier of English football.
Haroon Hamid wasn't fully fit from the reports we've had over the past few days, but it seems to be that he's recovered in time to play a cameo over here for the last 20-25 minutes.
Yep, and he'll have those fresh legs which Pakistan can definitely use. He has etched his name in Pakistan football lore by scoring that all-important goal versus Cambodia and drilled it. It is one of those, memories that's going to stick with Pakistan supporters for a long time. And you can argue that this crowd that we see over here today in the stands is courtesy of Haroon Hamid.
It's courtesy of Haroon Hamid. I was in the stands when that goal went in and the place just went ballistic. I haven't seen so many fans enjoying so much in a stadium in Pakistan. That was a lovely sight to see. As you all know, football is because of the fans, right? So
Any sport
is because of the fans, and to see those fans joyous and celebrating on their country scoring a historic goal, that was a beautiful sight to behold.
Yeah, and Pakistan is, of course, mostly a one-sport nation at this point. Cricket dominates all sporting discourse and is the only sport which kind of has some sort of relevance in this country, but that is changing. Their football team, as we see, are playing the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. You've got an elite javelin thrower in Arshad Nadeem, and you've got a couple of youngsters coming through the ranks in squash. Of course, Pakistan used to dominate in squash once upon a time, courtesy of Jahangir Khan, Jan Sher Khan, and the likes. And there seems to be a bit of revival over there, but lots of more work needs to be done, Saad.
Here's Jordan with the corner kick. Well defended once again by Pakistan. They've been solid in defending the set pieces, is what I've seen.
They've headed it out fairly well, and again another slip over there in the field. This time it was Mahmood Al-Mardi who slipped, and let's see if Pakistan can muster something over here. They do have possession currently. All right, just a bit of a back and forth between Pakistan and Jordan over here, and some aerial balls which we haven't seen a lot of in this fashion, I suppose.
Yeah. So here's Musa Al-Tamari, who's been quite quiet after scoring his free kick in the first minute. Since then, he hasn't exploited Pakistan.
And here is Nural Rawabde. That was
a brilliant challenge. He went shoulder to shoulder and came out on top.
Pakistan on the counter over here. Abdullah Iqbal plays the ball to Haroon Hamid, number 18, who's making his run. Needs to find someone over here, but is dispossessed on that occasion by Nural Rawabde. And now Salim Al-Jalin is, taking the ball forward for Jordan. Plays it to Ihsan Haddad, the captain, who has been so active today. One of Jordan's main orchestrators of all their attacks.
There's Musa Al-Tamari. He plays it short.
And they've got some room over here. Can Tamari find the net?
He tries. What a brilliant save by Yusuf Butt. He claimed that cross with confidence and stopped a clear goal-scoring chance for Salim Al-Jalin.
Yeah, on that occasion, Yusuf Butt said, "Thou shall not pass." And Salim Al-Jalin, well, he timed his run all right. It's just that I think Yusuf Butt was splendid on that occasion.
Yusuf Butt has been really solid in this game, if you've noticed. He made some two crucial saves with his feet, and this he claimed his cross with confidence. So from the previous game against Tajikistan, he did concede 6. 2 of it was his fault, but this time around he's looked on top of his game.
He's looked much better, but right now worrying signs on the screen over here as he might have suffered a bit of an injury. The physios are working on him, and hopefully everything's all right over there, because as good as Yusuf Butt has been after those 2 early goals, which you'd have to say, sure, it wasn't the greatest penalty stop, he was beaten all ends, but those goals weren't his fault.
Yeah, they weren't particularly his fault. As we can see, Saqib Hanif, the second choice keeper, he's warming up on the sidelines now. So you never know, they might need to change, but Yusuf Butt is up and running once again.
Yeah, he decides to carry on for the time being, but maybe that might not be a wise call because Pakistan do play Jordan once again in 4 days' time, and this is their third fixture out of 6 in these qualifiers. They lost to Saudi Arabia 4-0 before losing to Tajikistan by a margin of 6-1 at home, which has really hurt their chances. But all of this exposure that they're getting from here, I mean, it is priceless because they've never been here before.
This is uncharted territory for Pakistan, right? So playing against the likes of Jordan, Tajikistan, Saudi Arabia, both home and away, will bring different types of experiences for them and will be a major learning curve for their future. This is still a young team. You see the likes of under-19 stars Mohammad Saddam and Adil Yunus on this side. You see Raum Hayat, who's on the right side of 20s, and Harun Hamid is quite young. This is a young team. Apart from Yusuf Butt, who's on the twilight of his career, if you can say. But this is a young team who'll learn a lot from all of this.
And maybe this effort by them to reach the qualifiers can kind of kickstart football in Pakistan. Anyway, Jordan in on attack over here, and they've kind of squandered it on that occasion. But yeah, coming back to the earlier point, maybe, this qualification for the qualifiers and having these, FIFA World Cup qualifiers in Pakistan with the crowds turning up, this can kickstart a new era of football in this country because we all know that lots of people love to follow the sport. If you look at the English Premier League, there's lots of fandom regarding that in Pakistan, as is the same case with the La Liga and some other leagues as well. So it's not like people don't follow football over here. It's just that they've been deprived of any Pakistan, football, and the lack of a league does not help. So at the very least, maybe, just maybe, having these games in Pakistan it's the catalyst perhaps for a future league in Pakistan, or so one can hope.
Imran Kiani plays it for Adil Yunus, who puts it in that was a bit wide from Adil Yunus, but still a good opportunity for Pakistan as Jordan easily defend that and get a throw-in of their own.
Yeah, tried to cross it in on that occasion, Adil Yunus, to find Harun Hamid, but wasn't accurate enough on that occasion. And once again, the ball has landed back in the feet of Jordan's very, very capable, defensive trio. Beautiful ball over there. Finds Al Rawabde, who plays it to Musa Al Tamari. He's got some good space over here. Can he turn this into a goal scoring opportunity? No.
Well defended by Abdullah Iqbal once again. Abdullah Iqbal and Isa Suleiman's partnership has been solid ever since the first 2 goals, right? They haven't led Jordan with any clear-cut chances so far.
Musa Al Tamari on the corner kick now. Let's see if he can, manufacture something over here and allow Jordan to go 3-0 up. Pakistan's defensive line has been on point after those first few errors, which resulted in a couple of goals very early on in the game. So they were rattled early on, but since then they've really grown into the game, and it's if you take those first few minutes out, it's been fairly even, Stevens, I'd say.
Jordan with a corner kick. It lands on Yazan Al Arab's feet. He shoots. It's a deflection, and they win a corner kick.
That'll be another corner, and Yazan Al Arab, I would assume he has a good header because of such a, the huge unit he is. They'll probably want to find his head, but that's not what they've done on, a few occasions. They've kind of tried to play the ball out from the wing, and let's see what they do over here because it might be one of those short corners.
Looks like a short corner.
Yeah.
Here's Mahmoud Al Mardi, who plays it in.
Corner
For
taken
Musa Al
fairly
Tamari.
Musa Al Tamari.
Failed to control that, Musa Al Tamari.
And he's been dispossessed again. He's been off color today. I mean, forget the first goal. I don't think we've seen the best of him because he's supposed to be the platinum standard player on the field tonight. But I feel that guy for Jordan has either been Ehsan Haddad or Yazan Al Arab.
Yeah, Yazan Al Arab has been solid defensively. Here's Jordan once again.
They tried to breach Pakistan's defenses once again on that occasion.
Nizad
Still are.
Rashad.
And here's Ehsan Haddad with a cross, and it,
Was dealt finely by Isa Suleiman.
ball is still with Jordan though, who've done well to keep possession.
They've been piling on the pressure for the past 5 minutes
And
of Pakistan.
Al-Mardi with a shot over here, which has been pouched safely by Yusuf Butt in goal. He plays the long ball but slips, does find Adil Yunus.
Who fails to control it, and Rahis Nabi heads it down, and it's back to Jordan. They've been piling on the pressure for the past 5
It's a
minutes.
very
Here's
cute
Musa
little
Al-Tamari.
cheeky pass over there by Ehsan Haddad, but once again Al-Tamari does not go for goal himself. The shot is ultimately taken by Yazan Al-Namath, but I just feel like Tamari should have gone for it himself. He's done that twice now today.
He's done that twice. He's been caught in two minds on 2 occasions now, and he could have gone for a curler in the bottom corner, but he didn't opt for that, and it is a goal kick for Pakistan.
Yeah, he got
And-
a curler earlier.
Yeah.
And a bit of an injury concern once again for Pakistan.
That looks like Adil Yunus, who's on the ground.
He's receiving some treatment by the physio. So hopefully all is well over there. Once again, Saad, on that earlier point, because so many of these guys aren't playing football professionally at that level and there is no league in Pakistan, you can't expect them to have the same sort of match fitness that the Jordanians would. And I mean, they are the 70th ranked team, 70th best in the world, Jordan. So it is a massive, gulf in quality and just playing standards between both teams.
Yeah, that has been an issue because the last time Pakistan played a match was 3.5 months ago, if I'm not wrong. And Jordan, on the other hand, are coming off of a brilliant run in the AFC Asian Cup. They've been playing regular football. So that has been a huge problem for Pakistan regarding their match fitness. So still waiting for the update on Adil Yunus's injury. As you can see the visuals from the Jinnah Stadium, the green stand is almost full, the blue stand is filling up as well, and the other parts of the stadium are full as well, near to full as well. So just a little bit of background on this Adil Yunus. He plays for Popo FC in Pakistan, and he's an under-19 star. Here's Yusuf Butt with a goal kick.
Let's just talk about Pakistan's diaspora players, right, who don't apply their trade in Asia, and play outside of Asia, some of them in Europe. Of course, Yusuf Butt plays in the 4th tier in the Danish league for Ishoj. And then
Abdullah
you've got
Iqbal.
Abdullah Iqbal in the 2nd tier of Danish football, plays for B93. Isa Suleiman plays for Sumkayet in Azerbaijan. And then you've also got Rais Nabi, who plays for Digenis Morpho in Cyprus in their 2nd tier, along with Abdul Samad Arshad, who's in the Danish 3rd tier for HIK. So that's not a lot of players.
Here's Jordan with a chance. Isa Suleiman deals with it perfectly and plays along to Adil Yunus. Adil Yunus will take the
he's done
defender
well over
on.
there.
He's done pretty well over there, but that is some experience shown by Ehsan Haddad.
Yeah,
And
Ehsan Haddad in attack, in defense, he has been immense today.
he has been the tank, as you can say.
There's
Yes,
Musa Al-Tamari with some space again. Will he choose to set someone else up, or will he set himself up for goal? But he's just wasted it once again.
that is a brilliant tackle by Abdullah Iqbal, who's been a rock for Pakistan at the centre-back position, and he stopped with Musa Al-Tamari to get a goal kick for Pakistan.
I'd say Abdullah Iqbal is probably having a better game than his captain and centre-back, partner, Isa Suleiman. Is that fair?
That is fair because, as we can see, he's made more tackles than Isa Suleiman. But the partnership along with Isa Suleiman has been great, right? So you cannot just pick out one of these two. It's a partnership that works in the centre-back pairing. So that's that. And here's Yazan Al-Arab, who's been holding that centre-back spot his own and dealing with the Pakistan attack wherever they may be.
I was going to say that we speak of the pairing that Pakistan have in Isa Suleiman and Abdullah Iqbal, but for Jordan, it seems like it's been a little bit of a one-man show with respect to Yazan Al-Arab. I know he has his deputies, Salim Al-Jalin and Bara Mare on either side, but he's there firm in the center, and he's just looked like, rock solid I can't come up with a better phrase.
He has looked rock solid, but then again, that depends on the formation that Jordan's coach has been playing. So they're playing in a 3-4-2-1, and that provides the freedom to.
That was a handball. I believe the referee might have missed it, or maybe unintentional. So
here's Ehsan Haddad. Plays it to Musa Al-Tamari, who plays it short again and safely dealt by Pakistan as Yusuf Butt gathers that.
I think Musa Al-Tamari has been tasked with the role of a creator and not a goal scorer, and I think he's taking that all too literally, because he's been in a few positions today where he could have gone for goal, but he still looked to create. And I mean, a player of his quality, had he taken some of those shots, maybe Jordan would have been 3-0 or 4-0 up.
See, that's the thing. If I talk from the point of view of Jordanian fans, they want as many goals as they can score, because this might just come down to the goal difference between them and Tajikistan.
And here is Pakistan in attack, a very, very solid position that they find themselves in over here.
Oh, that was a great chance for Adil Yunus, who parries it, and Yazid Abu Layla catches it with his two arms and puts it forward. And here comes Jordan in attack. Jordan are in attack. And they play across, that has gone out for a goal kick for Pakistan. Another substitution for Pakistan here.
What an opportunity that was for Pakistan. Probably their best one all game, and all Adil Yunus had to do was get some good contact on that and tap it in. But unfortunately, he had the big frame of Yazid Abu Layla in front of him and just could not do enough to beat Yazid on that occasion, which, Pakistan will rue that opportunity, because a goal over here would have meant that 12 minutes to go in the game, and they could have had every opportunity to maybe draw level and give their fans something to cheer about.
Jordan would have gotten nervy in those last 10 minutes if that would have gone in. Let me tell you that. There have been substitutions, but we are unaware who that are. I think Alamgir Ghazi is off the pitch, and the second one I can't quite get.
Yeah, we'll get to you or provide you with that information as soon as we find out ourselves. And the ball has been played long by Yusuf Butt. Let's see if Pakistan can. If not, obviously getting the score to 2-2 would be quite hard at this point. But if they can get a goal over here, we're seeing the crowd start to bring out some cheers, some claps.
Yeah.
Let's give them a roar or two, courtesy of a goal. And that was a defensive error over there on that occasion by Bara Mare.
But that was coolly dealt with by Yazid Abu Layla. So Walid Khan is in, I believe. Yeah, Mohammad Walid Khan is in, and Mohammad Suhail is in for Mohammad Saddam at the left back spot.
And just to inform you guys that Mohammad Suhail plays for KRL, and Walid Khan is a winger who also plays for Popo. So Popo FC have quite a few players in this Pakistan squad. We've seen Saddam earlier and Adil Yunus, and now Walid Khan is out there. I really want to see Pakistan go on the charge over here, try to get a goal out of this game. Even if they are to concede once more, give their fans something to cheer about.
Here's Musa Al-Tamari, who takes on Mohammad Suhail with ease and tries for an outside of the foot try, but Yusuf Butt gathers that easily. Here's Haroon Hamid.
He did not have a better goal scoring opportunity all night, I believe. Musa Al-Tamari, acres of space, did not deal well with it. He's been off colour today, but Jordan, did well. He did score a goal earlier. And Jordan haven't particularly needed much more because they had 2 early goals. So they've just been kind of riding that high ever since. And Pakistan, while they've competed well after those 2 early, concessions, I'm not sure, what they'll make of this game, because it's a step up from their performance versus Tajikistan. But then again, at times it has looked like it's boys against men.
Musa Al-Tamari on the attack once again. Abdullah Iqbal deals with that perfectly.
And the referee has called for a penalty over there. Abdullah Iqbal is not happy. He's been shown a yellow card as well.
That
didn't look like a foul.
It didn't look like a foul to me.
Interesting. I mean, shoulder barge over there. That's what Abdullah Iqbal is suggesting, but he has been shown the yellow card. by the referee Rustam Lutfullin from Uzbekistan.
So
And
this is Jordan's second penalty of the game. First was conceded by Rao Hayat, and this one conceded by Abdullah Iqbal, who has been shown a yellow card for this.
And the first penalty was scored by Ali Ulwan, who plays his football at Al Khor in the Qatar division, second division.
And this is probably going to be taken by Musa Al-Tamari.
Yeah, Musa Al-Tamari will want another goal to his name tonight and will want to maybe change things up over here, end this game on a positive note.
Abdullah Iqbal would be wishing that he had VAR out here.
Yeah, and Yusuf Butt, well, maybe he can give the crowd something to cheer about if he can, produce a save over here. So here we go. Musa Al-Tamari, and he saved it! Yusuf Butt with a spectacular penalty save. Moment of the game for Pakistan right there. Even after he'd suffered a minor injury in between, Yusuf Butt guesses the side correctly, and he was firm as ever in goal over there, denying Jordan their third and adding more insult to injury with respect to Musa Al-Tamari's game. It is a corner for Jordan. Ravabda will be taking it.
You can hear the roar of the crowd after that save by Yusuf Butt. Here's the corner kick. It's dealt safely by Mohammad Sohail. And Musa Al-Tamari goes for it once again, dealt safely again. Here's Haroon Hamid, who's going to control it. And Ehsan Haddad once again has been, if anyone asks me at this moment in time, he's going to be my player of the match.
Yeah, no two ways about it. He has been instrumental on that right flank and has been very, very resolute in defense as well. So very multifaceted is Jordan's captain. And very nearly a third goal over there. Yusuf Butt at full stretch, but the ball has just gone wide off the right post. And that could have been, a poor end to Pakistan's game, but luckily for them, no goal conceded.
And especially moments after saving a penalty, conceding a goal like that, that would have hurt.
Yeah, definitely. It would have stung like anything. But Yusuf Butt will be taking another long ball. Of course, he's telling all of his players to go deep. Let's see if Pakistan can muster an attack from this. Very well headed by Faridullah, but unfortunately, it does not amount to anything for Pakistan.
There's Abdullah Iqbal. He plays it short to Rahis Nabi. Plays it to Isa Suleiman at the back. Pakistan are playing it short for the first time in this match. There's number 7, Ali Uzair Gujjar in the middle of the park now.
I think Abdullah or Alamgir Ghazi might be off.
Alamgir Ghazi is off, yeah.
He had a
He had a really decent game. He was in there. He knew it was going to be a dogfight with those two Jordanian centre-mids, and he did pretty well for a man of his size, right?
It was a good contest, wasn't it? Nizar Al-Rajdan and Noor Al-Rawabdeh versus Pakistan's duo of Rais Nabi and Alamgir Ghazi for the most part. But Rais is down currently. Might have hurt his ankle over here. The physios are out trying to work their magic. And we can just see Abdullah Iqbal by his side, refreshing himself by some gargles. And the crowd is still around. They're here to support their team. We do have, just about over 5 minutes, I'd say. If you add stoppage time, you'd probably end up with like 7-8 minutes over here. So still some of the game left, and boy, would the crowd love to see Pakistan put one back in the net over here.
That would be amazing for this crowd, and that would literally put Jordan in a tough position because they were expecting here to steamroll past Pakistan, right? Tajikistan did it with relative ease, 6-1, easy goals. Jordan were competing for that second spot with Tajikistan at this moment. They would have liked to score more than them and get their goal difference up.
You were very, very correct when you said it might come to goal difference between those two teams, which is why Tajikistan does hold the edge as things stand. And if either of these teams upset Saudi Arabia, that is, quite unlucky over there. A deflection, and it's back in the net, or at the back of the net, courtesy of Musa Al-Tamari, who does turn his night around. Enjoys a bit of good fortune over there, and that ball ricochets off Pakistan captain Isa Suleiman. Unfortunately for Pakistan, they have conceded a third goal over here, and Musa Al-Tamari has 2 for the day, and Jordan are 3-0 up.
That was a lucky deflection from Musa Al-Tamari, we can say, but that was a brilliant play to start off the move. So Pakistan 3-0 down now. 85 minutes are over with over 5 to 7 minutes to play. Pakistan will look to keep it at 3-0 at least, not concede more than that.
I mean, that will hurt, right? Because against Saudi Arabia, Pakistan had kept it to 1-0 actually for a long time, and then 2-0, and then conceded like 2 goals in stoppage time. So they kind of gave that game away, or at least, I mean, 2-0 against Saudi Arabia would have looked a lot more respectable, but they lost on that opportunity. Tajikistan, they absolutely leaky. They were taken to Pound Town versus Tajikistan. And in this game as well, 2-0 for the most part, where after those 2 early goals, Pakistan held their own, but now the scoreline reads 3-0, and that has got to hurt.
That has got to hurt because they were playing so well for majority of the game, right? So they conceded 2 in the first few minutes.
And here's Musa Al-Tamari once again in a good position. Can he set someone else up? But no, he cannot. Abdullah Iqbal concedes a corner for Pakistan, but does well defensively on that occasion.
Now Pakistan would like to see this end at 3-0 and not concede once more, because that's what happened against Saudi Arabia, and that will affect their morale. If they manage to keep it to 3-0 with a decent enough performance, they would go out of the stadium with their heads held high and will take on Jordan in Jordan the next time these two teams meet on 26th March.
Yeah, they could have taken some positives into that game. And there's another strike by Jordan. Yusuf Butt has done extremely well again on that occasion. The scoreline might read 3-0, but Yusuf Butt has actually been exceptional in goal. Stopped a penalty as well. Could have looked a lot worse for Pakistan, but he's ensured that the scoreline still remains at 3-0. I mean, it could have been 4, 5, 6.
He's made some 2 world-class saves with his feet. He saved a penalty. He claimed 1 brilliant cross. So that's like...
He headed the ball away as a sweeper on one occasion.
So that's like 6 goals right there.
Yeah.
So credit to Yusuf Butt for coming back to form and showcasing to the people of Pakistan that he still got it. He might be playing in the 4th tier in Denmark, but he still is one of our best keepers.
Absolutely. And, you know, just having someone of his experience and caliber around could be also essential with respect to grooming future goalkeepers who are in Pakistan's ranks right now. And, I mean, I firmly believe that Pakistan should try to utilize as much diaspora talent as they possibly can, because they have a pipeline in those countries and Pakistan just simply doesn't have one.
That has to be the pipeline going forward, right, Behram? You need to restart your own league. And once you restart your own league, meanwhile, you can get in the diaspora players right here and develop players through your own league, and eventually they will take over. That has to be the plan, which has not been in the works over the past few years.
Yes, I mean, it's been at a standstill for the most part. You know, Pakistan's football has been paralyzed. The team has been banned on a fair few occasions as well.
Yeah.
So, here's Faridullah with the cross, and very nearly over there. Found the head of, was it Waleed?
That was Waleed. That looked like Waleed. I couldn't catch the number of the back of his shirt.
I believe that was Waleed. But a good attempt once again by Pakistan, who have, like, you know, that one tap-in opportunity that Adil Yunus had, maybe the best one that they had all time.
I wouldn't call that a tap-in, though. It was still a pretty difficult chance, but he could have made something out of that.
Offensively, though, I'd say that Faridullah has
been
done
immense.
well.
He's been immense.
Yeah.
I'd say he's worked his socks off, and he's created a couple of chances. He's headed when it's needed to be headed, and flick-ons have been perfect by him. He's held up the play pretty well. So all in all, he's been really great in today's game for Faridullah.
Good silky work over there by Harun Hamid. He finds
Imran Kiani right here.
Oh my word! Imran Kiani just marginally over the bar on that occasion. Was in a really good position to score a goal for Pakistan. Was coming off of a hat-trick for his club White Hawk FC, and he's missed it. And that one will hurt because the crowd would have gone home a lot more happy had he been able to slot that in.
7 minutes stoppage time shown by the 4th official, and just 7 minutes more to go for this game. Pakistan would have loved that to go in and take something away from this game, right?
And there is still time to do that, because that attack will give them confidence. Also, one thing I've noticed, Saad, is that ever since the previous FIFA World Cup, stoppage time has really increased globally.
Yeah, they've put in new rules for that. Here's Musa Al-Tamari once again, well defended by Raees Nabi this time. And what a try!
Was that a save or was that, or did that hit the crossbar? Either way, Yusuf Butt seems to be in a bit of pain, but that was a solid attempt, and if that was a save, that was world class.
That was world class if that was a save, because he flew. Yusuf Butt flew for that goal.
I think he might have gotten a fingertip on it over there.
No, it looks like a goal kick, if I'm not wrong. The camera's doing some pretty shaky work. They're zooming in onto the fans right here.
Yeah, cameraman is, well, currently all over the place. But, yeah, just if we could get a replay of that shot, because what a moment that was. And if Yusuf Butt has saved that, I reckon that was a better attempt or a better execution than the penalty that he saved.
Yeah, but that wasn't a save clearly, because it's a goal kick for Pakistan. So here's Waleed Khan, here's Imran Kiani, plays it to Waleed, who couldn't make the run in time.
Did have some space over there. If he cut in, maybe things could have been a bit different. But yeah, in attack, I'd say Faridullah was a class apart compared to the rest. He, of course, hails from Balochistan, plays his football in Muslim Chaman FC. And, we saw some really good bit of skill from him, a through ball as well. And here's some more good skill from
Here's
Pakistan. Waleed has just about managed to keep that in. But
Yazan Al-Arab is, as always, is there to defend.
yeah, no getting past Yazan Al-Arab tonight. The man with the man bun.
There's Rahis Nabi. He plays it on to Waleed, who plays it on to Faridullah.
Let's see if
Faridullah
can
holds
bring
up
out
the
some.
play brilliantly, if I must say. Here's Harun Hamid.
He's held up the play brilliantly. He's also, produced some good through balls. That
Back heel was brilliant.
that he brought out. And this is the best Pakistan have looked all game. Very fluid attack.
Rahis tries for it.
Is
Imran
that going to
Kiani.
be a goal?
That
Very
is
nearly.
given as offside.
Yeah, looked offside to me on first glance as well. But some urgency seen from within Pakistan's attack force. And that's what I suppose the crowd has wanted to see all game, because all of a sudden you can hear some cheers.
You hear the roar of the crowd as Pakistan attacks, and that is what they want to see, right? They wouldn't want to see their team concede so many goals. They've conceded now, 13 goals so far in the competition?
Yeah, 6 versus Tajikistan, 4 versus Saudi Arabia, and now 3 versus Jordan. 13 goals, in 3 games. That's quite a lot. And that's another solid strike and saved by Yusuf Butt.
Was that a save or did that hit the post? I believe it hit the woodwork.
Might have, you might not be wrong. But there seems to be a bit of an appeal over here by Hassan Haddad, captain of the Jordanian team. And, if Morocco get the throw over here, then I believe it hit the woodwork. My apologies, I said Morocco over there, I meant Jordan. But the coach of Jordan, Hossein Abuta, he is actually from Morocco. And, some exciting, turn of events over here, and an extremely scintillating run of play as well, because we've seen attacks from both sides, and you can see that Jordan over here would want to maybe end this game on even a bigger high, scoring a 4th goal. So let's see if
Is
they
that
can
a yellow
manage
card shown?
Is it?
I believe it's a yellow card shown to
And
the
that is
Pakistani
another
player.
great attacking opportunity. Musa Tamari sets it up for Yazan Al-Namath, who sets it up for another Jordanian player, but Pakistan have cleared the ball. This time Rawabde, and played it forward, the Pakistani player, but is only good enough to find Paramari for Jordan.
Is Ehsan Haddad, who plays it long. And that's well defended once again by Rao Mehat. So Pakistan will take some positives away from this game. That is one of those is their defensive stability over the course of 80 minutes, I would say, because
Yeah.
they take out the first 10 minutes and a 5-minute period in between.
Maybe 75?
75, you can call it that. 75 minutes, they were brilliant with their defensive solidity.
Corner taken by Jordan, and the head is not good enough to find the back of the net. It's headed over. That will result in another goal kick for Yusuf Butt. Maybe one final attempt by Pakistan, one long ball over here. by
I mean,
Yusuf Butt.
with nothing left to lose, with the stoppage time almost at the end, and with already 3-0 down, you just go for it at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, throw the kitchen sink at it, I would say. And if Pakistan do try to, or at least manage to, score a goal over here, it would, you know, make the crowd go berserk. They would go wild, and that's what we really want to see because, you know, even when they lost 6-1 to Tajikistan, when Rais Nabi scored that screamer, the crowd went absolutely nuts.
Raomer Hayat has looked very solid today. And he's played one through to Haroon Hamid, who holds up the play, and that looked like a foul, but the ref isn't interested.
I mean, barring that initial error, right, because when he gave away that penalty, it kind of sucked the life out of Pakistan, who were rattled, of course, at that moment. And they had to really work hard to come back into the game. So I would say that that defensive error was a big one. And apart from that, you could say that Raomer Hayat hasn't done all too badly. Oh, here's Musa Al-Tamari in a brilliant goal-scoring position.
And
trying to go for the chip, but is saved by Yusuf Butt once again. And Jordan are again relentless in attack over here. Pakistan, resolute in defense, have averted the threat quite successfully. And a job well done. Here are Jordan once again, but that attack amounts to nothing. And
here's the full-time whistle. 3-0 to Jordan as Musa Al-Tamari scores 2 goals and Ali Olwan scored a penalty early in the half. Fans are here applauding both the teams for a brilliant show, and Jordan will take back home the 3 points with a +3 goal difference. Here's Stephen Constantine and Hossein Amuta, as you can see, greeting each other. And what a game we saw here today, Behram.
Yeah, good scenes over there with both coaches, Constantine and Amuta. Kind of, you know, just shaking hands and congratulating, well, Constantine congratulating Amuta. And, you know, take a bow, Jordan. They were, you know, very, very belligerent up front, scored those 2 goals early on. And while Pakistan competed really well for a good chunk of that game in the middle, a good 75 minutes, they were undone by a team that was just higher, you know, quality than them. And some of those players, Yazan Al-Arab, Ehsan Haddad, who was my player of the match, and even at the end of it, you'd have to say Musa Al-Tamari as well, who by his standards maybe was a bit off, but ended up with 2 goals. So full credit to Jordan for this win, thoroughly deserved, and Pakistan can take a lot of heart out of this competition. But, you know, ultimately they fell short by a fair distance.
Yeah, the gulf in class between the 2 sides was apparent today. But what Pakistan could take out of this game is that they held their own for majority part of the game. They competed with Jordan, which would have been a big morale booster when they go to Jordan to play against them in a few days' time, and then kick on forward to the rest of the matches. They have to travel to Tajikistan as well in this competition, and Saudi Arabia has to come over here. Then they've got the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers as well. So there are a lot of takeaways from this game for Pakistan, and hopefully they can continue on building on this performance. And despite losing the match and conceding 3 goals, it was still an improvement from the previous game where they lost 6-1 to Tajikistan.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, you could say that they scored a goal in that game, but they conceded half as many goals in this one. So yes, a definite improvement, and these are the most important games that Pakistan's footballers have ever played, right? And this experience will go a long way, because you mentioned the gulf in quality. Well, that disparity exists because there is a massive disparity with respect to facilities and playing conditions and, you know, regular football between players from both sides.
The football ecosystem in Pakistan and in the rest of the countries, every country in the world, every country associated with FIFA, is massive because Pakistan does not have the infrastructure. It is the only team in the world without a league. We've reiterated that point many times throughout our broadcast in the previous match as well, that the league is of the utmost importance at this moment in time.
I mean, whoever's listening to this telecast from the PFF, there should be a league in Pakistan, and that should be priority number 1. Of course, this is a good start that Pakistan got to play the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. As Saad said, they'll play the Asian Cup qualifiers as well later on. And while there's a lot of learning over here, for Pakistan to move forward as a footballing nation, there needs to be a pipeline. And in an ideal world, diaspora players are great, but homegrown players should also, you know, rise through the ranks, and if there is a league, that can be facilitated. But anyway, commiserations to Pakistan, and
Congratulations to Jordan.
massive congratulations to Jordan, and a huge round of applause for all of the supporters who came out to support their team today. That'll be all from this transmission. Thank you so much from me, Behram, who you can find at Def Mango on Twitter, and I'd love some feedback.
And me, Saad. You can find me on Saad10 Nasir on Twitter.
And that'll be all from us today. Thank you so much for staying with us, and we hope you enjoyed our coverage.
Pakistan Zindabad.
Goodbye.
Do you think what the main positive points in your team that make you a win?
مبروك أول شيء على الفوز. بسألك إيش النقاط القوية اللي كانت عندكم اللي ساعدتكم إنكم تفوزوا؟ الله يبارك فيه يا رب. اليوم احترمنا الخصم وكان هدفنا من أول المباراة 3 نقاط. الحمد لله جبناهم في هذا الوقت، خصوصا في شهر رمضان. كان الأهم هو 3 نقاط، كنا فارضين شخصيتنا في هذه المباراة اليوم. إن شاء الله كان أضعنا عدد كثير من الفرص اليوم وبالإضافة للبلنتي. إن شاء الله المباراة القادمة نركز كثير أكثر من مباراة اليوم، وإن شاء الله كمان بنفكر في العبور للدور الثاني.
First of all, thank you very much for your wishes. We would like to first pay massive respect for our colleagues at the Pakistani team. Obviously, this was a very good game for us. Our main focus was to get the 3 points. However, we had some mistakes here and there, especially with the penalty missed. However, now we are looking forward for our next match in a couple of days to ensure an even stronger football and for the 3 points we are looking for.
Okay. Any areas of improvement you are looking for in the future for the next games?
أي شغلات لازم تحسنوها بالمباراة الجاي؟
إن شاء الله أكيد. بس نرجع لعمان في التمرين القادمة الكابتن راح يشوف المباراة وراح يحكي لنا النقاط اللي لازم نركز عليها أكثر والسلبيات اللي كانت معنا اليوم في المباراة.
Yes, of course, some areas we need to look at. Once we're back home in Amman, our coach, Captain Hussein Ammouta, will look into the areas that need improvement and we will work on them accordingly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Naam?
Isa Suleiman. Captain.
Isa, it is always hard to lose and hard to lose at home. What were the weaknesses you find in your game that you want to be addressed in future?
Firstly, I think, as we all know, Jordan is a very, very good team. They were finalists, runners-up in Asia Cup. It was disappointing because we gave them easy goals in the beginning, penalties, free kick. So this was disappointing for us, but I think we can be proud. Obviously, we lost 3-0, but we can be proud in a way. We didn't just lie down and let them walk all over us. We gave a fight. We had half chances as well. But yeah, we're improving little by little, but we need to take away these little mistakes as well.
Do you think you need to work hard on your finishing?
We need to work hard on everything, finishing, defending, organisation, pressing, what we do when we get the ball back. Everything is not just one thing, but I think everyone can see small improvements that each game, apart from the last game, obviously against Tajikistan, but we can see small improvements.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
सवाल ठीक थी?
Good, good. मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ यार पैकअप करो कैमरा.
Pakistan team, Stephen Constantine, and player Yusuf Ward. He's also the goalkeeper of Pakistan team. And we will go straight towards the question answers.
Stephen, 6-0, 4-0, now 3-0. Pakistan team performing very well, day by day and match by match. And will you appreciate the use of words who saves many goals from the
What's the question? Okay. Okay, so thank you for the nearly question. Look, I think... shut that door. I think you're right, we are improving, and thank you for noticing. Look, it's not easy to build a national team in 3-4 months, especially when we don't have, you know what, the league. But I think today the boys gave absolutely everything. I am not going to use Ramadan as an excuse, because also Jordan were observing this, as were most of us. But I think you can see the difference in experience, the difference in game experience. You know, it's we look at Saddam. Saddam was terrible for the first 25-30 minutes. We think maybe we take him off at half time, but last 15 minutes he started to understand a little bit. And I think in the end, you could say his first international debut was not bad. Then we look at Yunus, another international, first international. I thought he was very good. Caused problems for the defenders of Jordan, and I think Farid had a great game. Look, all of them in the end had a great game, because if they don't have a great game today, we lose 6 or 7. So I hope I answered your question, sir.
What about the use of God performance?
Well, I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. He let in 3 goals. He didn't save. He saved the penalty, but it was, you know, it went out. He should have caught it, and he didn't stop the other penalties dropping, isn't it? Listen, for him, I thought he did very well. That's the difference between maybe 6 or 7. We did well.
Commiserations on the loss, but a much improved performance today. We saw Tajikistan and Pakistan got hammered on both flanks in that game, particularly in the left. So what did you guys do to improve that? And Yusuf, how did that penalty save feel? And are you feeling all right? You were kind of touching your shoulder.
Yes, so it was a great feeling, alhamdulillah. So we enjoyed the game. We felt that we had a lot of pride in the game, because it wasn't us just defending. You can see that we were, especially in the second half, we had 7, 8 good build-ups and dangerous chances that we could score on. So alhamdulillah, bit by bit, we are becoming a better Pakistan. And imagine if we would have had a league, हमारे लड़के 3-4 season खेल रहे थे, what difference would it have made? They would have been match fitness. They wouldn't be so nervous when coming into the game and finding their feet the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes. They would be switched on because they are used to playing. And imagine if we would have had that. Pakistan has so much potential. We just need to fulfill it.
So, due to short time, this will be the last question. Mohit.
You must be happy when coach.
Do I look happy?
That's right. 3-0 is a good competitive score. The way we played in the second half, do you think we started a bit slow?
Yeah, I think we did, and obviously you give away a penalty and a free kick in the first 15 minutes. It's not a good start against Jordan. But the character that we showed after that, the determination not to be beat, the thing I said from day one, we need fighters in Pakistan. You saw the fighters today. I think now if we can combine that with more games, more camps, more exposure for the local players, then you will see Pakistan where we want them to be. Inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. جيب كرسي جيب كرسي يا خرزي. يلا زيد.
Thank you so much. We have the head coach of Jordan team, Hussain Amuta, along with the player of the match for today's game, Musa Al-Timari, and the guy sitting next to Musa is the translator. So first of all, the coach will make an opening statement, and later on we will go towards question answers.
السلام عليكم. طبعا المقابلة احنا كنا عارفين على اساس انها مقابلة قوية. طبعا كان عندنا جوج المشاكل. المشكل الاول هو اننا نفوزوا اول حاجة بالمقابلة، المشكل الثاني هو اننا نسجلوا يعني اكبر عدد من الاهداف يمكن نحتاجوه في تتمة المسابقة وفي المنافسة. لكن الحمد لله انه سجلنا 3 أهداف وضيعنا واحد المجموعة ديال الفرص، لكن أنا أظن في نهاية المطاف الفوز مهم جدا بالنسبة لنا، وإن شاء الله نحضر نفسنا للمقابلة اللي جاية.
First of all, thank you very much. We knew before the game that this was going to be a tough match against Pakistan. Obviously, we had a couple of mistakes here and there that we would work on, but the 3 points were very important, and we're looking forward to prepare for the game in 5 days.
You started well, 3 goals in first half, and then Pakistan fought back well. So, in a home game, what are your goals and expectations?
أنا أعتقد سنبدأ بنفس الطريقة. يجب أن نضغط على المنتخب الباكستاني على أساس أننا يعني نضمنوا أول حاجة 3 نقاط، ثم من بعدها أننا نبحثوا على يعني عدد الأهداف اللي ممكن يعني نستفيدوا منه يعني في المنافسة، يمكن على المركز الأول أو المركز الثاني.
Next game, we will start the same way we started this game. We will try to apply as much pressure as we can on the Pakistan team to ensure a win, and obviously we will try our best to score as much goals as possible to make sure we reach the top of the table.
Musa, you're here in Pakistan, a different ground rather than the other countries. You have witnessed a lot of fans in Pakistan. You have. What do you say after this? You're the man of the match.
First of all, I will say thank you for the fans of Pakistan. I feel like it's like a family. They support us. It's not only me. I will say thank you, and I wish all the best for all the fans of Pakistan.
So I want to ask about your plans regarding flags. You listen a lot at Musa Al-Timari from the right hand side, which targeted Pakistan's left hand side. Was that the plan all along to target Pakistan from that flag?
طبعا احنا يمكن بدينا المقابله اول حاجه بالطريقه ديال 3-4-3، لكن غيرناها في اخر المقابله 4-3-3. طبعا موسى اضافه الى احسان طبعا يعني في المكان ديالهم او في الجانب خاصه في الطرف الايمن دائما ما كيشكلوا خطوره، واحد الثنائي اللي هو متفاهم جدا.
وطبعا احنا كنلعبوا دائما على جميع نقاط يعني الهجوم، لكن اليوم الهجوم ديالنا اللي على الجهه اليمنيه كان اكثر قوه وكان اكثر فعال، واستطعنا اننا يعني نخلقوا مجموعه من الفرص من هذيك الجهه. صحيح.
Correct. We started off our match with playing our usual formation, which is 3-4-3, and halfway or more through the game, we applied the 4-3-3 formation. Musa and Ihsan applying a lot of danger on the right side of the attacking play, and yes, this was our main focus throughout the second half of the match, to apply as much attacking pressure as we could, mostly on the right side.
Sama.
In the second half, we saw that there were not so many shots by you guys. Do you think that's an issue there? Because in the previous games we have seen that you have taken so many shots, but in the second half we didn't see so many shots. The ball was in the final third, but we didn't take that.
هم كانوا اخذوا الشوط الاول شوطنا اكثر، والشوط الثاني هم كانوا يهجموا علينا.
صحيح انه في بعض الكرات انه المنتخب الباكستاني دار بعض المرتدات سان ترانزيشنز، لكن اظن انه لانه احنا غامرنا اكثر بعدد اكبر من اللاعبين يعني في الهجوم، على اساس اننا كنا نبحث على نسجلوا اكثر من عدد من الاهداف، لانه ممكن يعني نحتاجوه يعني في الترتيب يعني النهائي. لكن هذه هي المغامره، المفروض يعني اي فريق انه ياخذها، على اساس انه اذا كان كيبحث على النتائج، على انه يسجل هدف او لا اكثر يعني من هدف، على اساس انه يغامر اكبر عدد من اللاعبين، وطبعا تيخلي بعض المساحات للفرق الخصم.
Indeed, we tried to apply again as much pressure on the attacking as we could, and we had many or a couple of shots on target. We were taking risk as any other team as much as possible to attack, and obviously we had issues here and there, but I think there was as much attacking pressure we could as possible.
My question is for Musa. Tell us something about the third goal you scored and the penalty you missed.
When you miss the penalty, I feel I want to شو يعني بدي اسجل، بدي اعوض اللي ضيعته. وانا حكيت ليزن قبل انه لما استلم الطابه من الجهه الشمال انه يقرب علي عشان العب معه 1-2 واقدر اشوت، فلما انا استلمت الطابه هو قرب علي جاب هدف، يعني هدف كان صراحه حلو.
Obviously, I felt down after scoring the penalty. However, I wanted to ensure that I remake the penalty make it out instead of it. And as I planned with Yazan correctly for us to play 1-2 together, to pass him, for him to pass back, and to score. And alhamdulillah, it was a good plan and I did score.
Thank you.
It was a nice game. We saw many Pakistani players going down in the first half. Was it your technique to put aggression on our team, or was it the Pakistani team who wanted to slow out the game? What was it? Was it the Jordan who was tackling more, or was it Pakistan?
I think that's because of Ramadan. I think everybody feels sick. But you know that it is difficult. It is difficult to play, especially in Ramadan, because sure, when we start Ramadan, people we feel that have some power. But after the days coming out, I think the body will feel very tired. So it's normal that some players of Pakistan say they fall down and they try to manage the time, but it was not good for us, but we tried. But at the end, this is the football, we have to do with it.
The last question.
Coach, how vital is the victory today? Because now you are in table at the second position, and you are seeing the 26th match again to the top of now the match is between Pakistan, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia. What's your expectations?
I think we have to discuss our next game against Pakistan. We have to win first, to look for maximum goals, because maybe at the end of the competition we will need it for ranking. And after, I think that the most important game will be against Tajikistan, because I think second place will play between Jordan and Pakistan and Tajikistan. Fortunately, we will receive them because it will be a home match. So I think that we can make the difference. We have the confidence to make, inshallah, the difference.
Thank you so much.
شكرا لكم.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.